I named this video "Protect Your Balls" with Hitman23.
My head kind of looks like a ball.
Right? Yeah. So I was gonna. We talked earlier this afternoon, and you did say you went to a show today, and I don't
did
know
go
if
to a
you
show today.
and you said you know you had a similar experience a little bit, I think, than what I had this morning when I went.
One specific thing was pretty crazy.
Right. Yeah.
It just like it slapped me in the head. Like, wow. Like I was flabbergasted by the pricing, and the guy who actually asked the question, how much it was, I literally thought I was gonna have to give him CPR on the floor. Like I thought I was gonna have to throw down on the floor and give this guy chest compressions because he was like, the cartoon with the eyes,
right?
$950.
Probably wasn't the only guy there that had it happen.
$950 for a blaster box. I was like, what? I was like, have we gone to a parallel universe? I know WandaVision's huge right now. Did Wanda cause a rift in its space-time continuum here too? Because I was like, damn, that's a lot for a blaster box of brand new product. Yeah. But again, I bypassed that stuff and I found my groove, and I was able to get stuff that I was looking for. So that was all good. And it's really exciting to have a show in this area because the last 10 years there has not been any shows in Southwest Florida. None. Zero. So, the fact that it's starting to percolate back a little bit, hopefully get some legs and we can, have them. I asked the promoter of the show, and he's planning on doing them. He said maybe every other month, maybe next one in April. So hopefully I'd given him some advice, like try not to have it on the same days that other shows are going on in the state. This way you can maybe get some other vendors in to not spread out all, different ones. So, but we'll see. It was cool. I spent like an hour, a little over an hour, and then that was it. Came home and started going through my take. So it was good.
So what did you end up picking up?
So I actually picked up, I did a video today, but I will gladly show some of the stuff I picked up. I would say the four big cards I picked up was I got two 71 tops I needed for my set that I'm putting together. Two of the leader cards, both of the National League Home Run and National League RBI leader cards. Both cards have Johnny Bench, Tony Perez, and Billy Williams. So we got those two. And then I got this really sweet, there we go. I get this really nice 66 Harmon Killebrew, really, really clean card there. Anytime I see a really nice Hall of Famer like that, I will pick it up no matter what. It's, no brainer for me.
That's awesome.
Just beautiful card. And then I finally, after how many years? 89 was how many years ago now? 30 whatever years ago?
Quite a few.
I got this. I got the card.
30?
Children?
Wow.
This is not made for children.
Not made for children, yes.
Guy had it on his table. It was interesting. This guy, and when I first went in the show, this guy had kind of a setup in the corner, and he had just paper bags like all over his table as grab bags. They were like all different pricing, and it was kind of weird. Nobody was at his table. I went around a little bit and I came back probably, half hour later. He had opened everything up. Everything is spread on a table in piles. And I said, what happened? He goes, yeah. He's like, I don't think people are too into those grab bags. I said, you probably, and there was so much more traffic at his table. He was selling stuff. And so I picked that up. I got this for $20. I think that's pretty much what it's going for. I've always wanted this card. I have the black box version, but I didn't have this one. So there we go. Now, I'm almost, my 80s junk era stuff. The only one I'm missing now is the Ken Griffey Jr. #1, which, hey, it is what it is. But it was cool to be able to pick up that stuff. And then this other guy bought the guy I bought the Harmon Killebrew stuff off of. He had a big 5,000 count box. It was $6 for $1. And I mean, that is just my wheelhouse. Like Wesker Griff's, like Ed, that's our wheelhouse, man. And I just found some really just awesome stuff in there, man. Stuff that I just, Like you'll appreciate that one, the Greg Maddox holographic.
Nice, yeah.
Just that cool. If it's I'm like Dory from Finding Nemo. If it's shiny, I'm like, ooh, look at that, It's like
right.
That's cool.
Sure.
So I just picked up some cool shine. Binder fodder, little Manny Ramirez. Stuff that just looked cool. That's how I roll, man. I got this. I never had the metal card before. This is that steel card, and I've always liked Kenny Lofton, but after I saw him on the Trevor Bauer podcast or whatever, where he sits down with a group of guys and have dinner, I was like, that's it. Kenny Lofton's a man. He was so awesome on that. Just his take on baseball. He got that old school mentality, and just you could tell the guy knows his stuff. And just ever since then, I'm like, that guy's cool. So anytime I see some of his stuff, I'll pick up Kenny Lofton. This is this really cool. The Bobby Abreu. I think this might be a rookie year card from Flair. It's really cool. It's got the wave of the future. It's got the the famous Topps 85 401 etching on here. Mm-hmm. So stuff like that, man. It's fun stuff. That's where I'm looking for the fun stuff. The stuff that's not going to break the bank. I did some of that in the last month. I broke a little bit of the bank, but again, it was money I took from my own collection and put it back into my collection. I didn't take it from the family, the family funds. I sold stuff to get stuff I wanted that I've been wanting for years. So I was able to get that stuff, and that's it, man. That's it.
You weren't like, hey, sorry, boys, it's crackers and water this month.
Breadcrumbs and sour milk. That's what they get.
We're going down to the soup kitchen this month.
Get online, baby. Woo!
Exactly. Oh man, do you remember the movie Dutch with Ed O'Neill from back in the 90s?
I never saw it, but I remember what you're talking about.
Okay, but he has his son out there pretending he's from this prestigious kind of like a Notre Dame type high school, and he has this kid out there with holes in his gloves trying to beg for money, and he's like, because he ran out of money going across the country, and he's like, "You get palms for the paw," this kind of stuff. So yes, what up, Don?
I got I gotta get onto the. I'm not on the feed. I don't know I can't tell who's on or who's saying anything. So let's see here.
Yeah, are you able to?
There we go. I'll keep this down low so there's no echoing.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so.
I'm trying to post that comment so I can get people.
Oh, there.
People.
Hey, Victor, what's up, man? What's KBO? What's your name, man?
That's George.
George, what's up, man? How you doing? And I see who else is on here. Victor and Don. Hey guys, how are you tonight? I saw somebody made a comment on my earlier video. Native Son. He doesn't really he has a channel on YouTube, but he doesn't make videos. And he was at the show.
Who is that?
Native Son.
Okay, no.
Yeah, he doesn't make videos, but he commented he was at the show that I went to today. I said, dude, next time let's meet up and go together. And unfortunately, this weekend was a show up in Palmetto where I've gone the last 2 years and met up with other people. Last year I met with Mr. Fisherbike and Sticks and Seams. And the prior year I met up with Matt and Mateo. I didn't get to do that this year because, I want to support the local show. Plus 40-minute drive compared to a 2-hour drive. I'm doing the 40-minute drive all the time.
Yeah. I hear you.
So it's, hey, Ron, what's up, man?
Ron's just lurking like usual. This old lurker. Yeah, exactly. Old weirdo. So when you went to the show, I know you mentioned it, and how long were you at the show? How long would you say you were there? All right, the show runs today and tomorrow from 10 to 3. I got there a little after 10, and I think I spent about an hour and a half there. Okay.
13 tables. A nice chunk of time. Yeah, 13 tables. There's really not much more time you could spend there. For the size of the show, it was interesting. They held the show in a sports training facility. So you go to train for baseball and all that stuff, the cage. They were in a place like that. And so it was kind of a cool little setup. They had some cool music playing. They had 80s metal playing, which was right up my alley. I was like, whoa, I came to the right place.
Yeah.
It was a good crowd. You know, it was definitely a good crowd. Was it more than I expected? I'm not, I'm not sure. You know, where the hobby's at right now, it didn't surprise me. I mean, I'm assuming the guy did his homework and figured, hey, you know, where it is right now, I could probably do a show and have some, halfway decent success. So I mean,
you could do a show right now at a flipping graveyard, and you would have like 30 people at least show up there, not including the zombies.
Yeah, I mean, I could pull my dilapidated Saturn up to a thing and out of my trunk run a card show.
I know you can have a show right now in the Silence of the Lambs van, and nobody would even ask questions. You would just get in there. Oh yes.
Put the lotion on it. Here.
I'm gonna put some oil on it. So. But it's just, that's what it is right now. I mean, no one's gonna. It's like, you just drive down the streets right now. You just say, I got free wax and puppies in here, and people are gonna come out to your truck.
I was shocked actually. I was like walking. There were some hot women in there. I was like, wow. I was like, this is actually kind of cool.
Well, they know where everybody's spending money. They were watching to see who's spending the big money. They're like, there's the guy.
It's like, dude, I was like, this is not bad. I was like, dang, with some women vendors. I mean, like, they're into it, man. So I was like, they, chicks dig the long ball. So I guess,
yeah,
the cardboard too, man, because it's,
I think that's what we all do, don't we? That's what we're all going for. I mean, I'm going there for the chicks. I mean, I say I'm going there for baseball cards, but really I'm there looking for chicks, dude. I mean, seriously.
Trawling for chicks, baby.
Yeah, exactly. I just belly up to the cardboard, and just start going through them. I'm like, hey, babe. Hey. Oh, you see this? You see this Ichiro?
I can put it in between my cleavage, like.
Yeah, I'm like, exactly. I'm like, you see anything you like? Big girl, like that.
But that was quite a surprise. I was very surprised and very happy with that. That was definitely not a problem.
But I think that's more like Florida, because in Indiana it's like banjos and toothless women. So I think that's just like byproduct of living in Florida, that you're gonna have a lot more hot women.
Probably a little. Yeah, I mean, probably is that. That's true. That's true. Right. That variable definitely exists here. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And there's a good amount of kids. Guys walking in with their own stuff, pulling up the little Halliburton cases with their graded cards, making deals. And most of the stuff was this Faulty has a white van. Faulty, we gotta get that van, man. We gotta do a show. What was I going to say, man? See, what happens when you get old. The thoughts go in this and out this, and I'm like, so I was talking about the people at the show, the girl, the kids. There was a lot of good, a lot of kids there.
There's the link, guys. If y'all want to hop on, I just put the link in the comment box, so y'all can copy and paste that and put it either in your on your computer or on your phone and hop on for the people who want to hop on. Because I know you've said it before, WVogs, you want to get on here, so. There's the link. I didn't realize I could do that during the live stream. I'm sorry, Mike. Please continue.
Oh yeah, no. It's cool. It's cool. We gotta, let the family in, man. Let the family in the front door.
Yeah, let the family in. We gotta.
In terms of vintage versus modern, it was mostly modern. I mean, like I said, there was some guys who had some vintage there, and not a lot. Again, this is a fledgling show. It's
right.
It's brand new.
What up,
Will
dude?
Prano, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm at my best friend's house. I just wanted to swing by for a minute.
Nice, man. Very nice.
What's up, brother?
Oh, what up, zombie?
What up, bro?
How you doing, sir?
My best friend's house. We're chilling for a bit. I was like, I need to hop in and see these bums for 5 minutes.
Haven't shaved in a couple of days. I'm definitely looking like a bum.
Oh, I am too. No, I saw your pickups. I was like, holy crap.
I was happy. I mean, I was happy with what I got. Definitely. I left fulfilled, and I was very pleased.
I went to my LCSA and I did the dumbest move. So I bought some Kobe's. That's not dumb.
No, not dumb.
And then I saw this guy's like, oh, this Mantl's or not Mantle, Yogi's 1957. It's $10 or 1960 something cheap Mantle, $10, terrible condition. I'm like,
okay,
maybe I'll get this. I didn't. I don't know why I didn't.
You should, if you got a Mantle, dude, buy it. If it
wasn't a Mantle, price, it was a Yogi.
Okay. I mean, anything like that though, anything vintage like that, classic, even if it's beater, man. If it's $10, you take a flyer and get it, man.
I don't know why.
You have the card, you have a Yogi Berra card.
It's just because I also spent $60. I spent like 20 something on the Kobe's, and then I bought $60 worth of Series 1 from some dude. I think I told you. I got a Cole. The video's coming out tonight. It's like a Cole. There's a Cole spring training patch in there.
Garrett Cole?
Yeah.
Opening day started.
Swing in for like
Who's coming on?
What's up? George on here. All the way from South Korea. What's up?
Are you really from South? You're in South Korea, man?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Very cool.
Hanging out over here. Just
very nice.
Hey, but I've got to run. Mike.
Random weirdo money. This is from Hong Kong.
That's crazy. Mike, if you're able to talk tomorrow, let me know.
Random weirdo.
If you're free Korean to talk cards. Tomorrow night, let me know. Or tomorrow, let me know.
I will do, man.
Sometime this week.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Peace out, guys. Have a good night.
All right, take care, brother. Thanks for popping in, man.
Zombie, I'll talk to you soon. I would love to be on one-on-one with you sometime.
Yeah. Anytime, dude. Thanks for your patience. I'm sorry it's taking a while, but next time.
No, just hit me up. Shoot me a text. You have my number down.
Right, yeah, for sure. Have your people call my people.
Oh, Mike's my person. Mike's my people.
Okay, Mike's your person. Okay. I'll reach out to him.
Call me. Use the yellow pages. Look me up in the yellow.
That's awesome, dude. Take care, brother. Thank you.
Do the walking.
For real.
You are Zombie, you are international, man. Look at like Korea, Japan. I mean, wow, dude. You're like you're the man.
I know, dude. I even sometimes get Mark from Kentucky in here, and you go get Kentucky. That's outside.
That's a whole other country.
That's like another planet, not even another country. So, what does that say? That taste with coffee.
Good taste with coffee. Yeah.
Yes.
That's some good.
Well, one of the things that I don't know if us as Americans would know, but as George and anybody who lives out of the country knows that sometimes we have foreign countries use English. They can come up with some crazy sentences or phrases. And I mean, when I was living in Japan and Korea and China to a lesser degree, like I would love to look at their English translations for what they're trying to tell you. And I mean, sometimes, you're just like, did that not pass even third grade English level guy at the corporate office to look at that and be like, I don't know if that should be what we want to do as our statement on our buses or our trains or, on the street signs or whatever down the road. So it's pretty wild. So.
Well, it's funny when you get something from China and the directions come and you read the English directions and it's like, I think I need to either retake English or take maybe it's Chinglish. I don't know because it's like you can't understand some of this stuff. It's hysterical. It's hysterical, man. It's awesome.
It's funny. I was sitting here I've been doing some organizing and I came across a box that had some letters from my old students in them.
Are you a teacher there?
Yeah. Yeah, so I love this one. It's like Georgiou. That they spelled my name Jorju. Georgiou is kind of smart. You teach me is very thank you. You're very handsome. Your nose tall.
Yes.
Your eyes very big. I'm in class 2-4. English is very difficult. I'm so hungry. My favorite food is pizza. chicken foot, and foot. Thank you. You're welcome. So it's right here.
That's awesome. That is awesome, man.
Yeah, dude.
That is cool.
Yeah.
You know, it is pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Now, I know, Mike, your job, you probably work with lots of different people, like that come in and out of your business, like where you work. So do you have a lot of people who come in as like translators or interpreters to kind of help out and stuff? Because maybe English isn't their first language?
Not here in Florida. I did when I lived in New Hampshire. We had New Hampshire. We took refugees in from Bhutan and I forget which Iraq and one of the I forget one of the African countries. But we used to get a lot of refugees in, so we worked with translators like daily. Whether we're calling them on the line, the translation line, or they're coming in live to the office with the patients. It was like daily. We had translators in the office. Here, not.
So you probably seen some of that, or can know where like they try to work with their English. They try, but of course there's like some deficiencies there or whatever. And I mean, and this is coming from a guy who's in Japan, and my Japanese still not great, but was definitely even worse. And I would say crazy stuff all the time, so I get it. By no means anybody's perfect. So
I'll give you a good one. So, like I said, we used to have a lot of Nepal and Bhutanese refugees coming in, and we would do their intake when they came into the country. They'd have to be seen by a primary care doctor within the first 90 days. So we would do their intake and get them caught up on their vaccines and all that stuff. So you had to do a urine test. So I'd ask, I'd tell the interpreter, I need to get urine, and they would tell the patient to go into the bathroom and put it in the cup and stuff. So every time they give me the cup of urine, it was like clear as water, and I'm like, what? I don't understand. And the lab tech would always be like, it's so dilute. But I figured what they were doing, they would, instead of peeing into the cup, they were peeing into the toilet, and they would scoop it out of the toilet into the cup and give it to me. No. It was cute. It was cute. It was totally like, what are you gonna do? I was like,
right.
Man, they're really hydrated or what? Because it's like, but
they chugged a whole thing of water, a couple of waters before they got there. And like,
did you just drink 10 gallons of water before you came to the door? Because your urine is like water.
So I have a friend of mine who's a teacher in China, and he was learning Cantonese, and so that's the language of southern China, a little different than Mandarin, which is the main part of China. So he as he was learning, obviously you're gonna make mistakes, or you're gonna think you know something and you really don't. So he was there for a couple of weeks, and of course, when they see a white person or any non-Chinese, the first thing they ask you is, and this is the same in Korea and Japan, is, what are you doing here? Like, if they don't know who you are, a lot of times the first question they ask is, well, why are you here? And so my friend in Chinese or in Cantonese was saying, I'm a teacher. And then everybody would start laughing, and the taxi cab driver, the bus driver, the lady down the hall in the hotel or the apartment, the lady who gives them the chicken at the chicken restaurant or whatever. So, this was going on for like a week or two. That they go, why are you here? He goes, well, I'm a teacher. And they're just like snickering and laughing and everything. And he's like, is that funny? Like, why is that funny? And so finally he asked one of his Chinese, a girl that he knew from his work or whatever, got to know her a little bit better, and asked her like, hey, can you ask me this question? And I'm going to respond back to you in Cantonese, my response, and tell me why this is funny. So she's like, okay, so why are you in China? And he goes, because I'm a teacher. And then she's like, kind of, and he's like, that's it. Why that? And she goes, the word you're using is like kind of the correct word, but you're using a different kind of tone. And there's different kind of tones in Chinese, so it changes the meaning of the words. So he was going around for a couple of weeks saying he's a rat. He goes, I'm a rat. I'm a rat. And so and they knew he was meant to say teacher. They understood like that's what he meant, but he was saying the word for rat. So he was going around telling everybody, I'm a rat. I'm a rat. What are you doing here? Because I'm a rat. And so it's just kind of funny. So I used to laugh at him all the time about that, because I'm like, well, you are a rat, so you weren't too far off from that. So
Very
then,
accurate.
Very accurate. The Chinese didn't know what we already knew here stateside. You know, they just figured it out, right? So then I'm sure probably maybe George can allude to this or knows about this. So one time I'm doing like a vacation Bible school at a Japanese church, right? Mm-hmm. And so we all know what VBS is. Like even if you don't participate, you know what it is. So right. I'm at this VBS, and there was these Americans that came in to help out one year, and they wanted to know the word for picture in Japanese, so they were saying she wanted to know. We said shashin, picture, shashin, take a picture, or whatever. So she gets a group of kids together, and like it's like 10 little Japanese kids or whatever, and she's like, okay, everybody get together, and then she's supposed to say shashin, like take a picture. She starts saying chin chin, which is penis. And she started going, penis, 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 penis. And all these Japanese kids are like, what? And they're like freaking out. They're like looking at each other like, what? And she's like, penis, penis. And I'll never forget that. And she just, and those poor like 8-year-old kids' faces and 6-year-old kids' faces were like,
scarred for life.
Yeah, they're forever traumatized. They had this like white woman screaming at them.
This crazy white woman.
I know. And I was like, ma'am, because I was like, man, can you please stop saying that? I was like, it's shashin, not chin chin. Like, she just got lucky. Like, yeah, I know, but I'm not trying to be like exactly perfect. This is like not Japan, Luca. My son's like, that's not how you pronounce it properly. I'm like, oh my God. So
Luca's schooling you on your Japanese.
I know. I'm like, yeah, he's like, you got to pronounce it like this. I'm like, yeah, but for everybody's sake, I'm not using my Japanese accent when I'm trying to just do this story. But anyways, yeah, so there's all these kind of hilarious stories. What do you have? Let's hear one from you, George. I know you got to have at least one after being there for 10 years.
Oh yeah, so that's what I was going to tell you. So my name, okay, my name is George. In Korean, it's written like I'll just write it here.
We're gonna get a Korean lesson, Hangul lesson.
Yeah, man.
It's written like that in Korean.
Okay.
There's 2 syllables, Jo and G. Okay.
Okay.
The thing is, with my name, all right. So when they say it's Joji. Okay. But Joji is very close to Jaji, and Jaji means genitalia. So
yes,
I've been known as Dick Teacher. They used to call me Dick Teacher and laugh. They were like, and I would laugh with them because I thought it was funny too. I enjoyed it. Like,
oh my God.
And somebody said like one day someone like they were like, why are you laughing? Why are you smiling? It's like they just called you a dick. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And
you're like, why do you think I escaped America? Because they know, right?
And I was like, yeah, I was like, that's cool. I was like, and they were like, no, it's because of your name, right? And I'm like, yeah, I know. I was like, it's just a like one syllable off of being a genitalia.
Why is it always like that? It's always like that in the language. It's the closest thing ever is something either phallic or genitalic. It's always like that. It's like it doesn't matter.
So I was just like, all right, and it was so funny because and the students, they loved it because they would actually like do that, and they would like giggle, like they would say it and they would giggle, and they were kind of like they thought they were sort of pulling one over on me, but they weren't. And I would laugh with them, so it made them laugh even more. And it was just one of those things. It's like, because I was like, you're teenagers, and they were. I teach teenagers, and it's like teenagers. They find that shit funny. Hell, I find it funny.
Hell yeah.
In my 40s, and that stuff's funny as hell.
I don't care how old us dudes get. I mean, Mike and I. Mike and I were talking on the phone today, and I mean, how many times did I say some 12-year-old humor with you on the phone, and we're 40-year-old men or whatever it is. It's like we're laughing about it. Like you said, like and it's all about the intent behind it, right? It's the context, right? Yeah. Like if some dude walked up to me on the street who didn't know me and called me that, that's a different situation. They're all poking fun at like if my name's sounding such and such, like it's totally different.
Right.
So yeah. Yeah. Like I was telling you before, like that old Korean lady when I was living in Korea just came up and started screaming at me in Korean, and I'm like, I'm not George Bush. I don't know why you're screaming at me, but I didn't do it because I mean that was during the 04 and all that. But anyways, yeah, it was pretty crazy. So there it is. Is that genitalia?
See, well, no. So the top one is like Joe G. So this is J. This is O. So this right here is, I can't point to it. J. O. And the little box is like M. This is like a B. And this is kind of like a I or an E. So this is Zombie.
Zombie. Oh, nice.
Zombie is like
awesome.
zombie.
There you go.
That's how they write zombie in Korean. It's like zombie.
That's awesome, dude. I love it, dude. Yes.
Yeah. So and it's so fun. Like, so Mike, it's so the thing is, like, Korean works in syllables, and and they're like 2 to 3 characters per syllable. Like your name, Mike, is Mike. It's 1 syllable, Mike.
Okay.
In Korean, it's 3 syllables. Ma-i-k.
Wow.
At the very top.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's cool that you are able to do that, dude. I can barely do my name in Japanese, let alone anybody else's.
Well,
that is awesome, dude.
Now, George, are you teaching English there? Are you
I
teaching
do.
English?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you did say you're kind of like the head, like an instructor over other teachers, like you kind of like place them at different schools or whatnot, correct?
Yeah. And that's the reason why I've been like silent and scarce, is because we just got new teachers in 2 days ago. So I've been dealing with those things and all of that. So I've been off of social media for the last few days or very scarce on it. And I'll continue to be for the next couple of weeks or so until everything gets settled and back to normal and stuff, So
let me ask you, Mike. You lived in New York. How long were you in New York before you moved away? I know you moved a couple different places, but how long were you there?
Well, I was born in New York, and so I lived there from the time I was born until I was about 8, and then moved away to a couple different Pennsylvania, Virginia. Moved back to New York when I was 16, and then was there until we moved to. Oh God, dude, it's getting like. Back in New York until we moved to New Jersey in 2002. So I've been out of New York since 2002.
Okay.
Yeah, I've moved around.
I was going to ask you. Obviously you lived in New York City proper, like the city. Around there.
I did not live in the city. I lived in the suburbs. I lived in Westchester County.
Westchester County.
Yeah.
So how different as far as culture is New York compared to Florida? I always wonder because you have so many New Yorkers who head down to Florida who live. So how different is it?
Man. So different. Where I live in Florida now, I live on the West Coast, or we call it the Gulf Coast. So
that Naples, right?
Most of the Naples, yep. A lot of the West Coast people are from the Midwest, so we get a lot of people from Indiana, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Ohio, those states. And a lot of New Englanders come to this side. Well, classically, New Yorkers usually went to the East Coast. But now a lot more New Yorkers are starting to come this way as well, which I'm not like – I'm from there and I love it, but they can keep their crap back there. I don't want them New Yorkizing my Florida. I love that,
Don't you make this little New York down here,
man, with your insanity.
Right.
But yeah, it's completely different here, man. Everything is just so different than it is everything up north. It's this is truly. You get so many different, different types of drivers. For example, You get every bad driver comes here. Every one of them comes to Southwest Florida. So it's like that. Just a little more definitely more laid back here in a lot of ways. I've never lived in a Naples is a resort town. It always has been. I've never lived in a resort town in my life until I lived here. So that's a whole different, realm of things because we have season where all the northerners come down. We call them snowbirds. And then we have non-season where it's a little more normalized and the roads open up a little bit. But the growth that's happening in Southwest Florida is unbelievable. More people have moved here in the last 6 months than it's been insane. I've never seen such growth in my life. And right where I live, it's just, you see every week there's another subdivision going in, like just boom, boom, boom. It's nuts. And the real estate, and I'm seeing this, dude, this is across the board with the hobby, with real estate. I have a lot of patients of mine who are car salesmen, and they can't get cars. I mean, like the car inventory is so low. You can't get anything, it's crazy. People are, houses go on the market here within minutes. They have offers on the table and are sold within a couple of hours. It's absolutely crazy here right now. Nuts. Yes, that is correct. 3,000 people move to Southwest Florida every month. Ray, that is the truth. That's what I've been told too, which is you do the math. That's a lot of people.
Well, Victor just said that you officially banned him from coming to Florida since he's from New York. And
No. Everybody's welcome, man. My door is always open, man. That's it's funny because I see working in what I do. I work in medicine and stuff, and I see patients who come in from New York, and I love my New Yorkers. Don't get me wrong. I miss when I come in and I talk. Can I just listen to you talk for a few minutes? I just miss that whole thing, But it's the attitude. It's the attitude. I just want them to like you come to Florida, adopt the Florida attitude, leave the New York attitude back there. So that's all. And I'm from there. I'm born and bred there, and but that's the case. But yeah, Victor, you can come down here anytime, man. Anytime.
Right.
So this is something that maybe George can talk to as well because like you were saying, Mike, you can tell when you live in Florida, you have people from different parts of the United States can easily show up there. You can tell that's a New Yorker, that's maybe somebody from Minnesota, that's maybe somebody from Louisiana or whatever, because you're exposed to different people from different backgrounds. And I would venture to say, maybe George will agree, that if you're an American who lives in another country, when you find other Americans, you can kind of get a real quick vibe what part of the country they're from by talking to them, because we're all on the same boat when you're in a foreign country. You may think you're from a highfalutin area in America. You might think you're this or that. You might be a Muslim, a Jew, a Christian, non-religious. You might be from Louisiana, Indiana, California. But really, to the Koreans, we're all the same, or the Japanese. Yeah. But so do you ever feel that way, George, when you run into each other? You're like, there's a kinsman. Like we have a little something in common more than maybe meets the eye. And how's that interaction go?
Yeah. So all right. So there are a couple of things that when you've lived in a foreign country for so long. One, seriously, you talked about cars for a second earlier, right? And car salesman and stuff. Well, you've got that new car smell, that new car scent. There legitimately is a freaking new foreigner scent. And when I say that, I can spot a new foreigner in the country like a sore thumb, because they're like walking around and they're like just overwhelmed, don't know what's going on. And they've generally got something that they're like staring at in front of them. And the thing is, but that goes on for generally about 6 months. They remain like that for about 6 months. And once you've been around for a long time, you you blend in, like you start to blend in, like you don't, you're not just standing there staring on the sidewalk at stuff. Like, where you're going, you're getting to places, things like that. So, and so when I see that, it's kind of funny because you're like, okay, so they're clearly out of their comfort zone. But then you can kind of sense or sort of pick up sort of like where they're from and like what they're here for as well. Because sometimes we have like different people that maybe are here for military stuff. So you can you look at them and you're like, oh, those are some military guys or military women. Like those over there, those are some teachers. Oh, those guys right there, there's some business people here. Like there's a factory down the road, they're working there, stuff like that. So you start to pick up on that as well, which is kind of funny. And then when you talk to them, of course, then you pick up even more on where they're from. So
that's cool.
So here's a funny story about something like that. So I was in this area called Kyushu, like northern part of Kyushu, and there was I was there for work, and I was in a kind of like a Japanese hotel kind of place I stayed, and they had a continental breakfast. So I go downstairs to this continental breakfast, and basically where I was at, there was like no other foreigners. It was like all Japanese people. So when I came downstairs and I see this white girl sitting at this table, I was like, oh, that's unusual. I didn't say anything to her because, like George was saying, once you're there a long time in another country, you kind of just like stop caring about other foreigners unless they ask you. You just kind of like you do your own thing. And so I'm sitting there eating my food, and I've been in Japan at this point for quite a while. And so she comes up to me and asks me if I can help her because she doesn't know how to get around, and she's trying to get on a train or a bus or something. I can't remember. And I'll never forget this. And I can tell, obviously, she's not American because of her accent. So we're talking or whatnot. And then all of a sudden she goes, and wait, I'm trying to offer her assistance because she couldn't even like order from the menu, nothing. It was like, I don't even really know why she was there. I didn't even bother asking. But I was being nice and polite, but I could tell. And she goes, and this tells you like sometimes even though you think we're all in the same boat together, like being a foreigner in another country, even though we might not be from the same country, we're still a foreigner in the same country we're in. Like there's still like biases or people who don't like each other for other reasons. So she starts asking me for help. And I'm helping her, like, sincerely trying to help her. And then she goes, oh, I'm sorry, where are you from? And I go, I'm from America. And then she goes, oh, never mind. And she didn't want my help. She was like, she would rather be lost in Japan than this is Germany. Yeah, I ended up finding out that she was from France prior to that. And she didn't want my help. She was like, you know what? And I'm like, this is exactly the reason why Americans don't like French and vice versa, right here. Like, I'm offering you help. I'm not trying to I'm not in your country spitting out your cheese and wine and throwing fits or whatever in Paris. And I'm like, you'd rather be lost. And I remember her walking out the door and like what George was saying, she's like looking around in the sky, like looking around and like she didn't know where she was. She'd rather be lost than ask for help from an American. I'm like, well, good luck to you. So it was unbelievable.
Right. No, exactly. And it's, it's strange how, you run into people like that. And he asked what had made me move to South Korea.
Oh, okay.
And that just the short, simple of it, I was dating someone from Asia, but we met in America. I told you, Jason, like we were neighbors. Right. Like she was my neighbor. And we met, and then she ended up moving back. So like 6 months later, I moved over here, and then So anyway, that was the short of the story. But it. The thing is, you meet a lot of foreigners here. But you definitely the foreigners here definitely hang within their groups. And when I say within their groups, I mean, it's like, so the young ones that are just here to kind of work a bit and travel, hang with each other.
Sure.
The older folks like me that like, you know, are here for like life and and this is like home, like we hang together, you know, it's kind of like you just get into your group. And funny enough, I mean, I don't actually hang out with a lot of new people. And I told them, and because I have to like work with them as well, and I have to like help them out and stuff.
You gotta fire them sometimes.
Yeah.
Well,
I tell them, I'm like, look, I'm like, you know, it's not that I'm being antisocial towards you or wouldn't like to, you know, necessarily get to know you. Sure. But at the same time, I'm like, in our conversation, you said that you're only planning to be here for 1 or 2 years.
Sure.
I was like, I've been here for so long that I've had so much turnover in friendships.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks when you're losing a friend every 6 months, you know?
Yeah, sure.
And that's the way it often would happen because, you know, I would meet someone and they would only be here for a year. And then I would meet someone else and they would only be here for a year. Well, like, so, and one got here in say like January, the other one got here in the summer. Well, that means in the next January, I'm losing a friend. The next summer, I'm losing a friend. Like, and I'm like, you know, I just don't, you know, I will be nice. I will go, if you want to go grab some food, I'll go eat with you. But I'm not going to get like in depth, like, you know, like where I feel sort of attached to you. And that's sort, and I told him, I said, so don't think that I'm trying to be rude. I was like, it's just that you're not going to be here. I'm like, I associate with people that I know that are going to be here and that we look out for each other, you know? So
that's the way it is. But I did want to ask you, Mike, I thought about this while you all were talking, but I do want to ask, you mentioned earlier about going to the card show this past week or today.
Yep.
Now, are there other shows coming up in your neck of the woods over the next few months or whatnot, or what's that looking like?
I know that the guy who ran the show today is planning. He wants to do another one in April.
Okay.
Actually, I was on with Rafa last night for a little while, Hidden Gem, or 2 nights ago, and he just sent me an email with some shows, East Coast shows. Like I know there's a show in Sebastian. I think it's mid-March, and I believe that Egg is supposed to go to that one and meet up with some people. I think it's like March 13th. I think they do monthly shows up there in Sebastian. That's on the East Coast. That's like, I want to say Sebastian's near, like it's a little bit north of West Palm Beach, I believe. I'm not as familiar with that. It's probably 2.5 hours, 2 to 3. I would somewhere in there. There's a show in Miami, I believe every month or every, you know, maybe 5 or 6 weeks. There's a show up in St. Pete that I believe they run monthly, which I have not been to yet. And I've been to a show in Fort Lauderdale. They used to run, I believe once a month, and I would go, you know, because my in-laws live on that side of the state, so we'd go over there, spend a day with them, and I'd hit the show in the morning and then go see them and spend the rest of the day. And I'd go maybe like 3 or 4 times a year to that. But yeah, so they're starting to kind of like percolate a little bit more now and pop up in Florida. So there's definitely options. I'm just hoping the one that they had today, I hope it keeps going, and I hope they can grow it, you know. I hope they can grow.
And you said the turnout was pretty good, right?
I would say it was a good turnout for a first show in a region that hasn't had a show in 10 years. I would say it was pretty successful in terms. And again, I only spent an hour and a half there. I came in. It was, you know, the doors opened at 10. I think I walked through the doors at like maybe the latest 10:15, and there are already a lot of people in there. And then when I left, there were still a lot of people in there at like 11:30. So we'll see, man. I can only, you know, keep my fingers crossed that it gets some legs and it has some traction. So yeah. And the guy who's running this show is also, I spoke to him about it a little bit more. He's opening up a brick and mortar store in North Fort Myers. He said in the next couple of months. So that's kind of promising too, because there are none. I live in a hobby desert. There is nothing. There's nothing here. You know, there's one store I get my supplies at, It's called JP Sports. They're more into the jerseys and the hats and all that kind of stuff. They do sell cards, but their prices are ridiculous. And I'll buy some stuff there once in a blue moon, but I get my one touches and that kind of stuff there. So that's it. There's no LCSs here. They dried up years ago.
Right.
Target was my LCS, and I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not buying retail anymore. I'm just done with that. I'll buy some here.
Now you can go to those shows, Mike, and just pay like $800 for a blaster. I mean, why?
Dude, I want that
$150.
She goes, how many $1,800 boxes did you buy today? I said 4. I bought 4 of them.
So,
So
talking about that, I watched your video like right before you came on live, Jason. Like I had watched that about you talking about going to the show yeah, man. Like so the prices are absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I do buy stuff like this. This was Topps online exclusive, so I paid $20 for this. I'm building this. I'm making this set, so like that's why I do that. But largely, I stopped buying products at the end of 2019. So at the end of 2019, when 2019-20 Panini Prism Basketball and Zion Mania hit, that is when I exited the market as a regular buyer of product. Like when that hit, right, exactly. So when that craze hit, that's when I said, this stuff is about to get wild. And I pulled back. I still participated a bit, but like prior to that, like say early 2019, I was buying a hobby box a week or every 2 weeks. I went from doing that to I've bought probably like 5 or 6 hobby boxes since the end of 2019. Mm-hmm. Like I just don't buy them. I mean, like I said, I will buy the online exclusives and stuff like this, but this is not, like I said, it's $20, and it's a cool looking set, stuff like that. But largely,
it's unique. It's different. It's not the same, blasters and hobby you're going to get everywhere if you can even find it. It's a unique product. So like that makes sense. And there's only going to be so many of those too. They're not going to make a bajillion of those, that product. So it has a little bit of a unique feature aspect of it too,
Right. Exactly.
So I was going to ask, that's a great looking binder, man. I like the way that looks. Those black pages.
Oh wow, man, that's sweet.
That's those right there.
That's cool. How many cards in that set, George?
52.
Oh, that's cool.
52 set. So this is
don't they have variations like on the back, like different colors or something?
Red and blue, right?
They do. They're super hard. Like, so I bought 2 boxes of each one. So this is wave 2. I just got it in a couple days ago. I bought 2 boxes of wave 1, 2 boxes of wave 2, 2 boxes of 3, 2 of 4, like that. And I did it like seriously. 1 for my set because I wanted the set. The second one to basically offset the cost of building the set, because I knew, and these boxes sell for like they cost $20. They sell now for about 35 or 40. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, so I can buy 2 and I can actually get a free set. So it's like buy 1 get 1 free.
Yeah, BOGO, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to think that way. You got to think that way now.
But the parallels that you're talking about, Jason, they fall about 1 in every 6 boxes. So
have you pulled one parallel yet after 4 boxes of opening them?
No, well, I've only opened the 1 box that's in this binder. I have 1 box sealed, and I have these 2 that I haven't opened yet. It's like technically I should probably by the end there should be a parallel in one of the 8 boxes that I'll have. But will I pull it or will I be selling it to another guy? I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, I buy a lot I'm just rolling around. So, like,
well, if you fall, we're gonna laugh. I'm just saying.
So this is Steve Aoki.
You just like take a header into the table.
Super 70.
Nice.
Like these are actually they're empty. Like I've opened these. Like I just have these boxes that I display because they're cool looking boxes.
On those Super 70s, does everybody have those big thick mustaches? Like they're like bounce chicken wow, like some 70s, adult action.
Right.
Yeah. Great big magic bubbles. Yeah.
Jackie Brown.
I don't have any fitting right here. Well, I have some, but they're in the box right here, and I'm not going to dig in that. But there were some that were like they had a subset called like magnificent hairdos. They had magnificent mustaches, and they had it was something spectacles. I don't remember.
Is that Luke?
That's Luke.
Yeah.
What's
up, Luke?
Hello.
So George, you said some of it. Did you pull any of the inserts?
He's getting jealous.
On the 70s? Nice.
Yeah.
Got a little puppy dog.
So he's getting jealous now. So give him some love.
You can't make him jealous.
The 70s, I did pull.
Oh, look at him.
I'm just looking for it if I have it here, but I don't.
Don't show that in Korea, Mike. They're gonna eat that dog, so you better hide it.
Oh yeah, man. Like I eat a little dog. Like
Is it good?
Well, it tastes like goat.
Does
Yeah,
okay? Yeah. That makes sense. It tastes like goat. Goat.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, but I pulled an autograph out of the Super 70s.
Did you show that box break? You showed that, didn't you? Or no?
Well, I did it because I normally don't open boxes on camera. Like I might show the cards later, but I normally don't open
cards. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I'm not a good opener on camera. It's like not my thing, It's like I get fumble around and I don't know. I like to enjoy opening it and then showing it afterwards.
Yeah, I like to enjoy opening it. I want to focus on opening it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And but it was an Al Oliver autograph that I pulled. I'm just trying to see if I've got it sitting right.
Oh, that's
here.
cool. Yeah. Elisa.
I don't see it. I'm actually in the process of moving some of my stuff around, like some of my cards around.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm organizing. Like I'm getting different things set up. So I'm getting different boxes for different things, and some of the stuff is still unsorted. So that was one of the cards that was still unsorted. So it is somewhere. But I don't.
While you're looking for it, I want to ask you this, Mike, because I think for people who are super collectors of a player, obviously, you got your Mattingleys, primarily.
Yep.
Do you ever get to a point, and I know I've heard like Ray say this a little bit recently, like he's like, I'm not focusing on any more of my Ichiros after days playing cards, like because things are getting so ridiculous with products. It's like they keep shoving 400 Mattingleys in every product, 600 Ichiros, whatever. Do you ever get to the point where you're kind of like, there's so many cards to track down of like the first 30 years? Do I need to keep going 45 years later, or where is your mind at with that kind of thing? I want to ask.
So right now, my goal is to hit 1,000 unique. Right,
Al Oliver, yes,
that's a cool card, man. I like how they did the different design, like the 78 design, the 79 design, they took all of them, kind of molded them together. That's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
But so my goal right now, I want to get to 1,000 unique. Like that for me is a big thing. So that doesn't bother me right now. All that stuff to chase.
Sure.
I'm so like, I still do not own a Don Mattingly autograph. So like, there's so much more places for me to go with it. and I told you before, Jason, on the phone when we were speaking earlier about, I'm just the whole retail thing. I was spending way too much on retail, accumulating massive amounts of stuff that what am I going to do with, So I'm like, all right, I'm done with that. I'm going to take those dollars. I'm going to put them into other parts of my collection. I want to grow more, and I'll just buy the set when it comes out. I'll buy a box. I'll buy a box when it comes out to have, to open some stuff. But that's it. I'm not amassing all this tonnage anymore. It's ridiculous.
Sure.
So, but yeah, I mean, right now it doesn't. I don't feel too overwhelmed by it. And there's a lot. I mean, it's definitely daunting to know and to keep up with it. I mean, I think there's already I looked up at 20. I didn't even look up 2021 Don Mattingly. I just looked up 2020, and then there's a ton of 2020, and I'm just like, holy good Lord. And I'm not looking to get every single combination and permutation of Don Mattingly cards. It's I just want to have, I want that 1,000. I want to get that to that 1,000, and then we'll see where we go from there. I'm sure it's going to I'm always going to keep going with it. So it doesn't really matter.
Don Mattingly.
That's a cool one. I think.
Yeah, that's the Will Clark one, right?
French's. I think I have that one. Right. French's mustard.
Yeah,
it's a good one. I love that one.
The reason why this one is here, and the reason why I have this one is actually it came from a friend's came from a friend that had given me some cards, but then also I was a huge Will Clark fan as a kid.
Yeah.
And so as a result, I said that I kind of got out of buying a lot of stuff at the end of 2019 because I could see the way prices were going.
Yeah.
And I decided that I was going to go back in time and start to collect some people that I collected when I was a kid, such as Will Clark. So that's what I did. But yeah.
But do you collect Will Clark from the Cardinals Will Clark or the Rangers Will Clark or the Giants Will Clark, all of them?
So what I'm doing with Will Clark is I'm doing this with a lot of collections because I started a lot of different smaller collections, and what I'm doing is I'm focusing on their flagship Topps card.
That's a good
year. Their base flagship Topps card from each year. So his rookie card, his second year Topps base, his third year Topps, I'm doing that. So I'm focusing on those. And then once I get those, then I will start to fill in things like this. And unless I just end up with something like this. This wasn't something I bought. This was just something that a friend was just here. And I was like, oh, cool, thanks. It wasn't on my radar. So it's one of those things that I'm my collection. It's I want the base flagship card.
Yes.
And if anything else can come along later.
Yeah, definitely.
And what I'm doing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying, and what I'm doing with the Will Clark thing is I've been buying PSA. I've been buying it already graded. PSA 8 or better.
Yeah.
So I have his rookie card in a 9. I have his second year card in a 9. I have his pre-rookie card because he was in the traded set.
86 traded.
Yeah. So that's what so I've been doing that. I just I see a Will Clark PSA 9 rookie for $11. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'll take it. That's the cost of grading.
Yes.
So
right.
Now, did you know there was a rumor at one time there was talk about trade of Don Mattingly for Will Clark straight up? Do you remember that? Did you know that?
Yeah, I remembered hearing that.
Yeah. I like Will Clark. I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad it didn't happen.
Right.
Right.
But it was. Yeah, I think it was when Don Mattingly was I think it was when he was going through his long hair phase. And he was having some, with George going, back and forth a little bit, and
right.
But there was that rumor that was going to happen. I was like, whoa, man.
Right. No, exactly.
That would have been interesting.
So the thing is, what people may not know about Will Clark. So why Will Clark? Well, so Will Clark, and I love Rafael Palmeiro too, because Will and Rafael both played at Mississippi State University. That was a 30-minute drive from where I grew up at.
Yes.
So I idolized them as kids when they were playing at Mississippi State. That's where my attachment to
that's cool.
Yeah,
and of course,
Ryan Sandberg's wife's a big fan of Rafael Palmeiro too.
Right.
So do you like Palmeiro also, or are you still just mostly Will Clark?
Mostly Will Clark, but that's just because I still like Palmeiro. I just don't collect anything from him.
Sure.
But that's also one of those things where my collection's this just came out of the blue, where I was just like, oh, I'm going to start a Will Clark collection. I will wake up and I might decide I'm going to start a different collection of something.
I do the same thing, man. I do the same thing.
And so
the same thing.
I woke up one day and I decided, I just woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm going to start a Hall of Fame autograph collection. So I started a Hall of Fame autograph collection. I want to start a Will Clark collection,
Hey, I'll show you all. Everybody will be the first ones to see this. I just picked this up recently. I got in the mail today. I'm talking about Hall of Fame.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice, man.
That's awesome.
So
that's cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped.
That's very cool.
I was super excited about this. I was like, dude, and I got this for $15.
Yeah, man.
Again, the graded is $15, right? So it's getting this, a Hall of Fame autograph on the card and graded all day long,
Absolutely.
So let me ask you. I'll ask you, George. Let me ask Mike first, just because you've been to the show. When you see the Mattingly's again as a PC guy, and the prices are getting ridiculous. Are you ever at a point, either online or now at a show, or if you go to Facebook groups or whatever, where you're just now I feel like I'm getting taken advantage of on this price? I mean, where is your limit? Because you might want the card, or it's a rare situation or whatever. But you finally just say I'm gonna be the problem, and I'm not gonna be the solution. If I pay this money, now I'm just encouraging these people to continue to do this. Or do you have that, or do you just you know what? I need that. I'm gonna pull the trigger.
I would say I'm not gonna use Don Mattingly as the example. I'm gonna use my Trophy Cup collection as the example.
Okay.
The last 2 cards I needed for the trophy run, the entire trophy run from 1960 till now, was the Johnny Bench second year and the Pete Rose second year. That Pete Rose card has always been a tough card in terms of price. It's always been a tough card because it's a little bit of a pricey card. I paid a lot. I'll tell you what I paid for that card. I paid $420 for that card. Most I've ever spent on a card in my entire life.
420, right? Gotcha. No accident there.
I wish it came some 420.
Exactly. You're you told B-Ross to put a little bit in.
So I was able, I told you earlier today, Jason, I had sold some stuff to B-Roth. I sold some stuff to Filmington to be able to fund these cards. I mean, I am not going to go out and buy those cards with my family's budget. I'm just not, just never going to happen. And I was at that point where I'm like, oh my God, the prices of things are getting out of control. I didn't want to be completely priced out of those cards, where I couldn't, because I literally have been working on that set since 1985 when I saw an article in a magazine about it, and went back and trickled into it little by little, and when they came back out in 87 I was ecstatic. So I was I need to get these cards now. So I pay did I pay more than it's hard for me to say because they're vintage cards, and I don't mind that as much with the vintage card. I'm okay with spending that little extra dough on a vintage card. Yeah. I will not, even for a Don Mattingly card. I'm not going to overpay for a Don Mattingly card. I'm just not. There's a couple that I'm watching now on Facebook, on eBay, and they're just too much. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing that. I mean, it's ridiculous. I was lucky enough to get his graded rookie cards about 3 or 4 years ago. I got all of them in a 9. I didn't get the 10s, but the 9s are out of control. Right. Get the 10s. I think the 10s just a couple of weeks ago.
Forget about it.
Sold for like $4,000 for the 10s. I mean, like crazy. Right. It's nuts. So even for a card like that, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to. Those two, the Johnny Bench and the Pete Rose, are so special that I really needed to do that. Well, it's not a need. It was a very high want. That's not right. Needs are food and medicine and stuff like that. But a big part of my collecting history was in those two cards in terms of I wanted to complete that run. So I mean, I definitely probably went against my better judgment paying $400 for one baseball card because like I said, up until last year, I never spent $100 on a baseball card in my life until I got the Willie McCovey rookie. So when I got that card, it was like 100, and I got a PSA 5 for I think it was 120 or 130. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm actually paying $130 for a one piece of cardboard, But as collections, what is that? Sandy Koufax?
Oh man, that Koufax is sweet, man.
That's the most I have ever paid for a card. I paid $350 for that card.
Yeah.
But
that's well worth it, probably.
It is numbered to 50.
Again, that's like
it's not going to go down in price.
No,
that's not a Joe Adele card. That's right. It's Sandy Koufax. I mean,
right. I mean, just like the the bench and the rows, like those cards are not going to go down in price. It's not like they're going to even when this thing craters, those prices are going to be the same, if not more. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, vintage Hall of Famers or like mega stars, you're never going to see that price dip to the point where you're like, oh God, I made a mistake 2 years ago or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But some of like you were saying, I know about the Mattingly rookie cards and stuff now that are like 10s. I mean, that's like knocking over a liquor store kind of money. It's just like, it's like you can't afford it anymore. It's just like,
I can't afford my own cards. Can't afford my own cards.
Yep.
So what about you, George? I mean, do you get to the point while you're looking on, online there in Korea or eBay or whatever, where you're just like, I can't justify this money to spend out on this either sets you're collecting or players you're collecting, or do you feel like, I just got to pull the trigger, like I was saying, or do you have a point where you're just like, I'm not doing this, I'm not going to fall into this trap?
So I will say, I'll be one of the first to admit that there are times that I am a part of the problem. Like I do buy into it sometimes.
Sure.
But there are times when I way overpay on something. But the thing is, when I say I sometimes buy into the problem, I do it so infrequently.
Rarely.
Yeah. So I don't like. So, for example, during Christmas, I wanted to have a Christmas where I opened a bunch of blaster boxes.
Sure.
So I paid double retail prices for a bunch of blaster boxes, so that on Christmas morning, I could wake up and open it.
Yeah.
And I opened maybe 6 or 8 boxes that I had paid double price for. But that's what I'm talking about. So when I say I do participate as a part of the problem at times, it's things like that. It's not I feel like I've got to go out and get it weekly or even monthly. It's like I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And then yeah, just in terms of prices in general, Yeah, man. Like I've been wanting to buy some Top Series 1. Now, here's the thing. So here in Korea, they buy, and then they often buy from places like Blowout or something like that, on like the hobby shops. They buy from them, and Blowout gives them a bit of a cut discount, but they're like, but you have to sell it at, X amount or whatever kind of thing, and which is like Blowout price pretty much. And so as a result, but the thing is, because they paid more than the regular price to begin with, they can't drop the price in the future. Even if Blowout like decides they're going to drop the prices, they got it directly from Tops or the distributor. So, they can afford to drop it back down to $80 a box. The shops here, they might have paid $120 for it. So they can't drop it to $80 a box. They've got to stay at $150 a box, that kind of stuff, because they're they're caught in the middle. But for people like me, I want to buy that box, but I'm just like, no, not happening.
No.
So, and that's the way I am with a lot of that stuff. It's like I do draw a line on it. I do overpay at times. But when I do overpay, I do it in a way that it's something that's very rare. I don't do it often. And it's for it's for something specific. So, and it's going to fill this spot in this collection, and it's going to stay there. So I might as well go ahead and do it now. So I do that sometimes. And then, like you said, another reason why I stopped buying so much product was because I made kind of like a little agreement with myself that I don't spend my money on cards anymore. If I want to buy this card, I sell this freaking box. If I want to buy this card, I sell this card. Basically I'm trading my cards via selling stuff and things like that. Mm-hmm. And for the most part, not always. I mean, I do have to pay stuff, but I just sent in a bunch of stuff to sell at ComC last week because I was like, I'm working on some projects and I want to fill those holes in the projects, but in order to do it, I've got to sell some stuff. Mm-hmm. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a smart way to do it, man. It's a smart way to do it. Yeah, I mean, I've never paid, where I paid the money for those individual cards. I've never paid more than whatever the retail was at the time, whether it's a hobby box or a blaster. Right. I've never paid more than what it's supposed to be. Like I will not do. I just won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. Yeah.
I just can't. I mean, and like I was saying earlier, I think that there are ways. Again, maybe for Georgia it might be more difficult, but for us here in the States, if you're impatient and you know some of the right people, you still can get in on maybe box breaks or pack breaks or whatever.
Exactly.
So you still can see some of that and you have access to some of it or whatever.
Yep.
And and the guys that are just not trying to take advantage of you, they're just trying to get their money back. You know what I'm saying? They might I don't know if you know this, and maybe you guys are interested in this, but like BD Kane if you all know his channel, it's like BD Kane 71 or something. I'm not for sure exactly the number.
Yeah.
But like he bought a case of Donruss 2019, and he bought a case, and he said he got it for $899 for the case, and all he wants to do, he just want to get his San Diego Padres. And then every other spot's like $20, $25. That's it for a case. Right. Mm-hmm. And you can tell, I think he said like two teams, like the Angels and like the Dodgers or something like 35. Everything else was 20 or 25.
Right.
And I mean, those are the guys I like because he easily could have sold those spots for a lot more than that. I mean, he could have picked different teams, or he could have done he could have done like the blind draw where everybody has to spend like 35, 40, 45, 50, and you don't even know who you're going to get, or, whatever. And I think it's really cool that somebody like him, that there's still guys out there, Hidden Gem, Raphael down there in Miami. He's doing football, baseball, basketball breaks. I mean, I did this basketball break with Raphael. I got 3 teams, $40, 45 with shipping. 3 teams with like three or four mega boxes or whatever, So, and he could easily, this is like, what is this? This is like premium stock hoops. I mean, this is like the stuff that people really want.
Right.
And I mean, he could have charged $50 a spot. And I got 3 teams for 45 or whatever. So, I mean, there are guys, and then with he has a baseball one coming up, and it's like 22 for a team or 22 for 3 teams or something. And I mean, there's like all kinds of stuff you could do. I mean, those guys, you can find ways to get some of this product and have some fun. But, these guys that are trying to like nickel and dime you to death and all this stuff, it just takes away the fun because, am I supporting the guys that are clearing the shelves? I'm sure I am, in like the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon kind of way, But it's like at the same time, I'm not going to the one guy that's like this, grabbing all of it off the shelf and go to his specific auction, and then he's telling you, I'll do $35 for the Kansas City Royals. I'll do 85 for the Angels. All this stuff. It's like, come on, man. Like those guys, they're just like, all they see is dollar signs. So I just think it's great if you can find guys out there. And I wish I knew more guys. Do you all know more guys that are like real fair about their box breaks or pack breaks? Like guys that they're just like, hey, it's a flat fee or it's really reasonable. Or do you? I'm looking for guys more like that.
Prices. Ben Martin has good prices. Ben Martin.
Okay.
Yeah, Ben Martin has good prices on his stuff. I'll get into his breaks. I always thought Snodgrass had good prices on his stuff.
Snodzilla.
Yep. I always thought he had fair prices. I haven't gotten into one of his breaks in a while, but I've always liked his breaks. I don't get on too many, but I'll do those are the if I do those are the ones I usually sometimes I think I've gotten on. Is it Dante Del Verme or Del? I think it's Dante Del Verme. I've gotten in on break on his once or twice, and then some sales he's done. He does some great, like really sick fire sales, like really good prices. So, otherwise, no. I just don't want to amass so much stuff in terms of the of the commons and everything anymore. It's just monster boxes full of stuff in the last 3 or 4 years. It's like
right.
So
and hey, there's somebody in your fire pit, dude. I know that's what a lot of people do.
I can't do it, man. I'll give it away. Give it to somebody.
Well, that's what I do. That's what I do.
I like to send care packages, man. I'll throw to somebody collects somebody. I'll put that aside. Like I got piles of stuff for people I want to send out to. I'm like, I know this guy collects this team or whatever, and I'll just every few months I'll go through it and I'll send out a package. I'd rather just do that. That's cool. That's right. I mean, much better than bringing it to the garbage dump or like the fire pit. So
right. No, exactly. And it's funny. So like, here in terms of like, I don't get in many breaks. I used to, but the thing was I had to like stop breaks because I'm one of those people that I would often enter a break and I'd be like,
get nothing.
That, but also it was like, it's only $20. And that's at lunchtime. And then I would see another one at dinner time. It's only $20. And I'd get in that one. And then I'd wake up the next morning. It's only $10. By the end of the week,
you're like $200 in the hole.
Yeah, $200 or $300 in the hole by the end of the week. And I would get those cards. That's what I would end up with for like $300. And I was like, no, not happening. Right. So I stopped. Now, the reason why I'm showing these is like, so it's funny. a lot of people are really down on like collecting and hobby and stuff like that now. A lot of people. I'm not. I know you are. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with it, and I'll tell you why. I do it because I enjoy it. I enjoy looking. Like, I enjoy collecting cards and like looking at them and reading them and stuff. Some of the information on these cards and stuff is just freaking awesome.
Yep.
So I started building these subsets and stuff of like random buildings. And one of the cool things about this is, because I love this subset, because some of these buildings like this one, Taipei 101, cool. I've been there, right?
That's cool.
Kuala Lumpur, like the Petronas Tower. I've been there. I've got photos of me on the top of the towers, like things like that. So there are places like that, and I'm like, I have a story because I've been to these places. So in my binder, like, I just started building like those, like just started building those.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
And if you look, these actually join together to make a picture.
I was gonna say they look like they almost form a puzzle.
Yeah. So you see how the cloud? It's hard to see, but like these two up in the top corner, you see how the cloud joins? Yeah. So once you put them all together, they make one big picture. Like,
that's cool.
So
that's cool.
That's why I'm enjoying the hobby, is because before I was so focused on like, kind of pulling or getting like bigger money stuff and things like that.
Sure.
But that was when prices were fairly reasonable.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was kind of a thrill to spend a little bit of money in hopes of getting something big.
Yep.
Now you spend a lot of money knowing that even if you get something big, it's probably not even going to pay for that lot of money that you spent.
Correct.
So because of that, it drew me to things like these. And I started building things like these that I can do cheaply. And I enjoy it. Like, I pick up the farmer card and I'm like, it's impossible to overstate the importance of the farmer in the history. I read the back of it, things like that. And I just enjoy it.
I love the, I want to get those, I think they came out of this year's Ginters. It was Monsters Live Here or something.
Yeah.
The little black and green ones. Dude, those are sick. Those are so cool. Like, I'm like, that is awesome. So I want to pick those up. I was today, like when I was at the show, and I was in that 6 for $1 box. They had a bunch of these in there. Now this is an insane friggin' set. This is card number 6,697. So
but
that would be a cool set to work on, just for the mere fact of the historical aspect of every game at Yankee Stadium that's ever been played. There's something about it. There's a box score. There's a blurb about it. That would be so cool. And that's and like, I think Zombie, I think you said it last week or the week before on one of your lives. I think you mentioned the term zig when everybody else is zagging. I think, was that you?
Yeah. I got that from Garrett, but I stole that from Garrett Carter.
Okay.
Yes, I did say it, but I'll give him credit.
Okay. Yeah, no, hey, man. Thank you, Garrett. But I'm doing that now with my, even though it's, even my first video I made the comment of like, nobody's going to watch these videos. These are going to be the least watched videos I probably make. But I'm a huge Redskins fan. And I was looking through and I'm like, I want to get stuff. I don't want to spend the King's ransom on things. What can I do? So I've always wanted to do a top 80 Redskins set, like raw. But I was like looking at some of the graded stuff, and there is stuff out there you can find it. It's not going to kill you. It's absolutely not going to kill you. So I started picking up these really beautiful vintage football cards. And what I'm doing is I'm going through and I got the lists. and I'm looking for the cards that players' cards are on the list, but I'm looking for like the cooler looking cards. Like I don't want the most expensive or the best grade. I want the card that looks cool. So I mean, like the guy putting on his helmet, that's like such a cool like pose and like. I'm just like, I'm going to come and crush you in about 3 seconds,
Right.
The Sammy Bond, I mean, this was a little bit of a more, but it's just a beautiful piece of artwork, that 50, was it the 52 Bowman? I mean, that's just a gorgeous card. The color on it is just unbelievable. So I'm doing stuff like that. I'm going through and I'm picking stuff, and it's not expensive.
Right.
It's very doable. And, I'm even going back now, and I'm picking up some of the Topps 2020 Don Mattingly's that I didn't have. They're going for some of them are going for less than what they were from Topps, like $18, $19. I think they were, $20 retail or whatever. Some of them are going for less. So I'm like, at first I hated them, then I liked them, then I was like, so I'm always back and forth, but it was pretty doable, and they actually, most of them do look kind of cool. There's a couple that are kind of duds, but I'm a completist, so. You take the good with the bad.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say that's the thing. I love those art things. I mean, like that's why I've got stuff on my wall back here.
Yep. Like packaging. Like I like unopened packs of cards. Like I have a nice set of collection of unopened packs because I actually like the marketing and the artwork on the actual pack itself. Right. To me, it's part of what we do with the cards. They came in those packages. To me, it's part of kind of the whole picture. So I like doing that. And like, while some packs are ridiculous, yes, a 2011 update pack I'm not going to probably ever get. But, stuff from the 80s and early 90s is dirt cheap. Like cheap.
Right.
And it looks cool. So I pick that stuff up, and every once in a while, I'll go through one of my binders. I'm a huge binder guy, George. I have a ton of binders, and I just, player. I do what I call stars, fan favorites type of players. They don't have to be the biggest names, but like recently, I've always kind of liked Ryan Howard. So I'm like, let me look at some Ryan Howard stuff. Dude, you can get these cards for so dang cheap, and you can get a lot, and it's fun, and you go through them and you sort them out. And what is like the 70 stars, right, in Hall of Famers.
So this is my MV. Like, so most of these cards that are in here are actually not cards. Like most of them are just printed photos. But what it is, it's because like here is supposed to be the 1962 Mickey Mantle.
Sure.
But like, so the thing is,
Halliburton. Halliburton.
I know exactly. That's the football. He has the football.
Where's the handcuff? Where's the handcuffs?
There's the 62 Mantle right there. There's the 63 Koufax right there, like that. But the reason why I have those is because this binder is actually my MVP project.
Okay.
So my parents got married in 1962.
Okay.
So I started in 1962 collecting the AL and the NL MVP from each year.
That's cool, man.
So 62, 63. Oh, sorry. Somebody is at the door. I will be back. It's actually my lunch.
What time is it there?
It is. If it's noon and it's noon in Korea on Sunday, so it's 12:20.
Wow.
So if I'm not mistaken, so they're
that to me is mind blowing too, man. Thinking about that, like he's sitting there at noon, and it's like wrapping your head around. That's pretty wild.
I know. Well, man, but hey, look at you got your pizza, dude. Oh, watch out!
What does Korean pizza look like? Looks like a pretty normal.
Yeah, exactly. Is that Domino's? What is that?
This is Big Star.
Big Star.
Oh,
it's not Mother's.
It's not Mom's Touch. No,
it's not Mom's Touch. Tell Mike George about Mom's Touch. He'll love this.
So so there's a chicken restaurant here. Like they do like chicken sandwiches, like stuff like that. And the name of it is Mom's Touch. Like that is the name. So and it is like the chicken is like Popeye style. So it's New Orleans spiced style, Cajun style. They sell the Cajun fries, all of that. How it got started was the person that owns it. So back when Jason lived here, he asked me about Popeyes, and Popeyes used to be popular. Well, so back in the day, there were two guys that went in and started the Popeyes franchises in Korea.
Okay.
They had some bad dealings with each other, some bad blood, had a falling out, and they split. So the one guy went out and made a Korean franchise called Mom's Touch that basically mimicked Popeyes. And Popeyes basically largely didn't exist in Korea for quite a few years. There were only like a few Popeyes restaurants. Now they're making a comeback, but it's one of those things. But that's Mom's Touch.
That's cool.
But, yeah, but just think about that. Just think about that, Mike. Say I'm gonna go down to this chicken place so I can go have some Mom's Touch. Like, oh yeah, I don't think that might not be another translation from Korean English to American English. Like, if you go, you know what, after church tonight, I'm gonna go to Mom's Touch to get some food. Like, it just sounds a little bit dirty, It's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
something gets lost in translation there, definitely.
Right.
Definitely.
When it sounds the dirtiest is like when you're like, what you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna go get some Mom's Touch.
Yeah, yeah. You know where I like to go when I want to have a good time? Mom's Touch. Like that,
So yeah, but Mike, so you were talking about binders, yeah, like that's the binder projects like that, and like what I was saying. So my parents got married in '62, so I started with 62 tops, the flagship base, all the way through to current, and the way I'm doing this, like I'll show you. So for example, you see here, there's the Freddie Freeman.
Yes.
Now, so that's the card, but before I had that, I had just the photo in there of the Freddie Freeman. But I'm doing this via trades, and what I'm doing is on the back of this, I'm writing incoming from and the person, when they sent it, when I received it. Like I'm just like making a story within the binder of.
That's very cool.
Stuff. So
you're truly tracking your collection and how it was built, and that's cool.
That's why I'm enjoying this stuff. And the majority of those cards, I mean, yeah, you have the Mantles and the Koufax and Clementes and stuff like that are very expensive cards. But the majority of these cards, and what people don't realize, the majority of the MVP cards, like the flagship, because a lot of them are like mid-career cards.
Sure.
So it's like a fifth year Pujols, which you can get for like 50 cents.
Exactly.
Like that kind of stuff. So the majority of these cards in this collection that I'm building can be picked up for $1 or under.
Sure. And there you go, man. Perfect example.
Well, do you, Mike? Are you still doing your crazy name collections and your batting cages and your bubble gum and all that stuff?
Oh, yeah,
I mean, you got some hilarious names like houses of food and everything else.
Dude, I've done some other, like I've added other ones on too. And that's the part that the most fun I get out of the collecting is finding those kind of cards. Because everybody else is looking for the Juan Sotos and the bat down Acuna Juniors and all that stuff. I'm looking for the sublime. That's what I'm. Right. I bought one today. I showed it in my video, but I'll show it. Where is it? I bought one today. See if you guys remember this guy. He was kind of a touted rookie back in the mid '90s, '95. Hammerin' Bob Hamlin. You remember him from the Royals?
Yeah, that's George.
I saw that card, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to have it. Look, he's about 400 pounds. He's running, looking like he's gonna have a stroke. His helmet's flying off. He's got those googly eye glasses on. I'm I'm like, how can you not love that card? I was like, so stuff like that I am all about. Like, I love it. I have a PC of guys named after places, cities, towns, countries, directions, east, west. I have I have some really weird, quirky things. So, but it's fun. That's what makes it fun for me. I can find you look through a thing and be like, oh, look at this one. This is so 8,000 people have passed by that card, but 8,001 right here, baby. I'm picking that card up and buying it. So
that's so true.
Man, that's what makes it really fun. You gotta, like everybody says it, in their videos somehow about having fun. It's true. You got to have fun with it. Because I told Jason today, I'm like, once it starts becoming like a job, like a secondary job, then who wants to, do that? We're all doing this to escape from that reality, and you got to find all different ways to do it. I try my best. I try my best. So
that one that you showed just then, it's so funny because I call him George Costanza, because do you remember the pinnacle where he's sitting there? Like I just pulled it up. It's like the
he's like it's like a glamour shot.
Yeah, the 96 pinnacle, and he just looks like George Costanza. So,
it's just the Bob Howland card, right?
Yeah, Bob Howland.
I have it. He's like sitting in a dugout, and he's kind of like, I don't know, doing something.
Right. So I call him George Costanza when I see him. I'm like, that's who that is. But
I see when a guy's kind of built like me and he's running, I'm like, that's kind of like I got to get that card,
Right.
It's the big one, Martha. It's the big one.
So what kind of, like, I've never met you before, like now and everything. Like what kind of collections do you have? Like some odd collections. The reason why I'm asking is because I collect but I also collect KBO. Like I live in Korea, so like 50% of my collection is Korean.
I was going to ask you that actually before. I was going to ask you if you collect Korean baseball as well.
Yeah, I do. And so the reason why I was asking is I'm like, there are always chances that, like I might, like these are Korean cards. Oh, well, that one's not Korean, but that's Korean. That's Korean. Like, but, there are chances that I might come across like something that might fit into some collection that you have, but that is Korean. That's why I was asking.
Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'm just hanging out here by myself. What's up? I don't know. It's no problem. Like, I'm just wondering how many people are still left in here because I don't have it pulled up on the screen or anything.
4 or 2.
Yeah, we got like 3 viewers, probably something like that. I mean, I could open up my YouTube and pull it up on there. So
I am like parched.
Oh yeah, no worries, man. Like like I said, I was just more, kind of wondering about that because it's like I will send stuff to people, like just random Korean stuff, like and things.
So
like
this.
Oh yeah.
This is kind of a multi collection binder. I'd say it's not just one thing. So I have bubble blowing. I have guys who are blowing bubbles as that. So anytime I find a card like that, I have pitchers hitting. Whether they're bunting or swinging.
Mm-hmm.
I've got bunting cards, just any player bunting. I love bunting. I love bunting shots.
Okay.
So I do bunting. I do. Broken bats. Those are really cool because you don't really see them too much. So any card that has a broken bat or a shattered piece of wood in it, I'll put that in here. There's some really cool ones. Helmets flying off. Like if the helmet is flying off, like that Bob Howland card, will go right in here. Like they're like somewhere in the frame, the helmet's flying off. I have that. So I've done some just kooky, quirky things. I have autographs. Guys get signing autographs. I think Jesse's. I think Think Blue 77 does autograph guys too. I believe he does quirky ones too. I think. I have guys doing interviews. Like anybody's on a card who's like in front of a microphone. I have some of those. Guys with cameras. There's a bunch of guys with cameras, like especially in like Upper Deck. They just like guys with cameras, and they took baseball cards out of them. So I got guys with cameras or video cameras. It doesn't have to be a still camera; it could be a video camera. I have the Gatorade dump cards. Anybody getting drenched? Bat barrel, looking down the barrel of a gun, son of a gun, but down the barrel of the bat. I like the down the barrel of the bat card. So I have those. Man, you name it, I do it. Bat racks, helmet racks. I have cards of guys in front of a bat rack or a helmet rack. Again, all parts of the game you don't even think about, but are analyzed on cards. They're right on there.
Right.
What else? Plays at the plate. Any type of play at the plate.
Okay.
There's great ones over the years. I think one of my favorites is the 1973 Pat Corrales, where he looks like he's actually dying in the card. I mean, he looks like he was just destroyed. Great card. Wrigley Ivy. I've got multitude of pages of just Wrigley Ivy cards. Or anywhere in the picture there's some Wrigley Ivy, I have those.
You need to do one where they look like they got sniped. Anyone who's like they got sniped, like they're falling down or going down.
I do have. They're not in my binder yet. They're in my 2B in binder box. I have one. There's one of There's a really cool one of 95 tops of Mike Devereaux. He's literally on top of his head. He's literally like up in the air on top of his head on doing he fell over catching a ball. I have one of I think it's Ray Lankford in the batter's box where he's been upended by a pitch and his legs are like flailing up in the air. Like some really cool photos. Yeah.
Right.
I have at the wall, like anybody at the wall. I have a whole multitude of guys at the wall, over the wall, near the wall types of pictures. Some really great ones over the years of those. Then I have guys like in the air, like kind of like call them like Superman cards, like body fully in the air, like there's no ground touching their body. I've stayed up late at night thinking about some of this crap.
Right.
But again, it's ways to find value in cards you would just throw in a box, and
exactly.
So
I know that I can find some bunting cards because, I see bunting cards occasionally here. But what I was say, like broken bats. So of course I'm not going to send you this one, but but like if you look right in front of his stomach, do you see kind of like the little white speck?
The little shard.
Yeah. Now look at his hand. Like you see his hand. His hand. That's the knob of the bat. So he broke the bat, and he's just got he's got the knob here, and there's a shard coming off like that. Of course, I couldn't do this one because this is like.
No, I wouldn't accept it.
The reason why I say that is because actually this is a in-person autograph, and this is for like one of my autograph PCs. But there's a chance that I have a duplicate of just this card, like just the base card, and then I would be more
Korean card in my collection. That would be sick, man.
Yeah. So, and I'll look through some stuff because I know that I have stuff. And when you said broken bats, I was like, I went over and started like digging. So
Sean Green.
Oh yeah,
Sean Green. I'm trying to look for. I'm now. You got me motivated to look for some cards for you, dude.
Right.
And that's George, that just kind of scratches the surface when I do. I have a whole binder.
Right.
I have a whole binder of guides named after not just food, but anything that has to do with food. Dusty Baker, Cocoa Crisp, Ryan Howard, baby. Ryan Howard. Big Rye. Who else? Candy Maldonado's in there. Daryl Strawberry's in there. Stuff like that. Anything that has anything to do with preparing food, eating food. Tim Belcher's in there because I figured you belch after you eat. So
right.
That's a kind of I dig deep, man. I dig deep for those.
Digging deep, dude.
What do they call it? Deep cuts? Like back in the 70s when the AOR stuff on the radio. Let's play the deep cut for Led Zeppelin. So I look for the deep cuts. And, have fun with it, man.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep.
I've got that one. That's awesome. Play, baby.
I'll definitely keep an eye out on my Korean cards when I go through them, though, and when I have duplicates of something like unique like that, I'll set it aside.
Cool, that would be so cool. Yeah, the Brent Lillibridge. Yep. He's in my At the Wall binder page. What's
I'm
that
just
one?
Trying to think if I have anything else.
It's not a play at the plate. Oh, look at this R.A. Dickey, though. Look at that face.
Well, that's a Bob Lewis face right there. That's a good Bob Lewis card. Great Bob Lewis card, man.
Oh, my gosh. Here's another one. Matt Kemp.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh, I always love that one. Jason Worth. That's a cool. Dude, I don't even know if I've ever seen. I have that whole set too. I don't remember. That's not a short print, is it?
I don't think so. No.
What, 295? Oh my god!
2012.
So
look at my binder. That looks weird.
So Jason, it's probably like that card you just showed is probably like a freaking like $500 card, and you don't even know.
I gotta look now. I gotta look.
Man.
By the way, I was digging through this. I'll send that to you.
Who is? I can't see. Is that Kenta Maeda?
Yep.
Yes.
And then of course, like I showed you the Ichiro earlier, I'll send that to you.
Oh yeah, there it is. It's not a short
man, that's awesome.
I seriously, I have a box sitting on my shelf over here that has like a big stack of like Japanese players.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That's coming to you.
There it is, dude. That's awesome.
That's a crotch shot too, dude. Now, I don't have a PC of crotch shots. I'm not going that far.
Right.
Cool play.
Yes. Yes.
Lambs.
Right.
We've dealt with phallic names, and now we're talking about crotch shots. This is going south fast.
Do you need this one, Mike?
Let's see. I do. I don't have that one. Now, George, you said you have LCSs over there in Korea?
We do, yeah. So I live in the countryside.
Gotcha.
The majority of the shops are located in Seoul, which is a huge mega city.
Sure.
Of like 26 million people or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that's a cool card. It's got an umpire in it. It's got an umpire.
Right. Do you need it?
For the umpire.
Do you need it? Okay.
So yeah, they're like, the majority of the shops are there. But
gotcha.
Where I live is only about it's about an hour to an hour and a half it's about an hour and a half from the shops, actually, where I live. Like one way. So it's not close.
Yeah,
but they all have like online like stores. So I just buy from them online.
That's cool. That's cool.
And if I have a chance, like I do occasionally hop in one. It's like it's like, oh, I don't have anything to do. I go get in my car and I drive an hour and a half and just hop in and say hi to them because I'm one of the few foreign guys here that collects. So they kind of know me because of that. And they know me. Cool. I order from them online all the time and stuff. So,
who in South Korea is a big player that everybody is after? Like, is there a couple of guys or that one in the
you do?
I don't.
You need it?
I need that. Yeah, I don't have that one.
For example, like this is one of the guys right now,
I don't have
and
it.
like so this guy right here, his name is Kong Baek Ho, and
come back home.
Yeah, so he's 21, so he's 21 years old, exactly, and he's got like huge power. Like, dude just hits them like out of stadiums.
Wow.
And he won Rookie of the Year as a 19-year-old. So he was 19-year-old Rookie of the Year, drafted out of high school, just a stud. Like, he's on the MLB radar for once he reaches free agency and can, like 6 years down the road can potentially make the jump. Like, they have to do like so many years in the KBO.
I've got that one.
But like him, like his cards are, sought after. There's another guy named Lee Jung-hoo, and his father was a legendary player here. And his cards are sought after. And then of course
I definitely need that. I need that one.
Then of course you got people like this guy right here. So this is Lee Sung-yup. He's retired, but he is the all-time like home run champ.
Oh wow!
Like so he has, and here's the thing, like Jason, I don't know what's the most home runs in.
I don't have that one, Jason.
What's the most home runs in the in Japan? Like, so for example, like he played in Japan, he only hit like a couple hundred home runs in Japan or something. But then he hit like 450 like in Korea. So he's at like over 600 home runs, I think. Like 600, 700.
Sadahara isn't he the all-time home run king for Japan? Or all of baseball, 860 something, right?
Right. So yeah, so like he's like something like second or third, like in that list though, in terms of like those people. So he's got over 600 home runs. I don't remember exactly how many.
Wow.
But like he's, but like, so his cards are sought after, like just looking through some stuff. There are different things like that, and then there are young guys.
I need that one with the umpire.
So
I was going to ask you, George, were you saying that a lot of those guys are they under contract with their Korean ball clubs for like in Japan for 6 or 7 years most of the time before they can even come over here?
Yeah, so in the free agency like agreement type thing or whatever, in Korea, so like if you go pro in the KBO, you're not eligible to be signed in the MLB.
That's coming to you, baby.
All right, I love it.
So yeah, you're not eligible for to be signed to the MLB for like 7 years. You have to have 7 years, I believe. So, or like 6? No, 6 years maybe. 6 years.
I've got that one, man. I got that one, man.
So 6 or 7 years?
Yeah, 6 or 7 years, right? And here's another thing too. Like on the reverse is like if you bypass KBO and go straight MLB, like out of high school or something like that, when you come back, you can come back and it's no problem, but at the same time, like you don't get to come back as like you don't really get to come back as like a rookie or something like that. So like some leagues you can come back but be a rookie, but
I think I have that one. The cage.
Well, guys. Oh, sorry.
You gotta go.
Yeah, I've got to eat
ahead. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, you're really committed, man. Like the food's sitting there next to you. I'd be chowing down, man. So
yeah, I got to eat. Well, I haven't done anything hobby related in like the last week or so because I've just been busy with work. So it's good to just get on and just hang out a bit. So
yeah, dude. Well, hey, I appreciate it, George. Eat a slice of pizza for me, brother.
All right, and Mike, what I'll do is, I guess you're on YouTube.
I am.
Hitman23.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll go subscribe to you here in a bit and everything, and anywhere else that that you're on, like Twitter or anything.
I don't do Twitter. I don't do. I mean, I don't really. I'm on Instagram, but I don't do anything on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll communicate via YouTube and.
Sounds good, man.
And then like Jason, Jason has my Line messenger service. It's like just a messenger app, so we can talk on that. I can show off my mom's touch and stuff, but
yeah, I love when you show off your mom's touch. It's very touching.
Touch, baby.
Woo! Yeah,
exactly.
But yeah, dude, I appreciate. It was good having you on, George. Thanks again, dude.
Like I said, and what's the thing? I'm like I haven't been avoiding you. I've just been busy as crap.
Unacceptable, dude. Unacceptable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, man. Well, you have a good one, brother. Thanks again.
All right. Take it easy, guys. See ya.
Take it easy, brother.
A good one.
All right.
All right.
Nice guy, man. Nice guy. I don't have that one. I do. Oh, I have it, but I probably could use a second one because he's in my. I didn't even. Look at you, boy.
Man, I'm trying to remember everything you said that you're into. There's so many.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Man, that's cool. Do you got to get going?
No.
Okay. I didn't want you to be like, oh, come on, dude.
No. I don't know. What time is it? Oh, I think Ron just said cheers. And peace.
Hey, what up? See you, dude. Take care, Ron. Thanks, man.
I clicked Ichiro saying, I'm waiting for some Tom Selleck cards.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that one in there? Is that a cake?
It looks like maybe he's behind the dugout or in front of the dugout.
Yeah, I don't need that one.
Okay,
yeah.
I can't remember. It's only with the batting cage, right?
Batting cage. Yep.
Talk about batting cage right there.
Oh yeah, I have that one. Paul Sorrento.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I have that one. Yeah, everybody's gonna go through their collections now and look for weird stuff. Oh, I got the Balbs, baby. I got the Balbs.
Yeah. Little Balbs. Oh my gosh, dude. This has been this.
That's close to a Tom Selleck card. He's got the Tom Selleck mustache.
You don't do mustaches though, right?
Nah, I don't. Ooh, I don't have that one. That's a beautiful cage card. Wow.
That is. That's really nice.
Oh, thank you, Victor.
So you said umpires in there, cage cards.
Yeah. Umpires. Jesus, man. Oh, you're gonna laugh. Another one.
Said food or places.
Food or places, beverages. I have another one. You're gonna laugh at this one. Guys named after anything that has to do with a house. Like,
oh, that's right. Yes.
I know. I told you that one. Okay, I wasn't sure. Like,
I forgot. Yeah, but man, I gotta really pay attention. I'm sure you got Kevin Bass, right?
Oh yeah, I got that one. Oh yeah, I've got plenty of that. Yeah, Kevin Bass. Yep, he's in my food binder. Actually, he may have moved to my animals binder. I have an animals binder. I think I moved him because my food binder is getting so
like
fat.
People's name, like Nixon. Like, did you say
no? I'm not doing anything like that. Nope. I'm doing.
You don't want to get too political with Nixon. I get it. Oh my gosh, dude! Oh, here's one that looks like this batting, and I don't know. I'll let you be the judge.
I don't know. What is that?
I can't tell. That's batting cages, or
I don't think so. I think those are just screens.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I think the same thing. I think there. I'm not for sure.
Yeah, those are just screens. Yeah, those aren't cages.
Did you say helmets?
Helmets flying off. Oh yeah. Oh, you mean? Oh yeah, helmet racks. I have that. I have that card. I've got that in my helmet rack collection.
Helmet. You got it with your other racks. You're like, I got these racks I keep over here. I think that's the batting cage behind him, but you can tell.
That is a batting cage. That's a batting cage.
Do you have it? Or?
I don't have that one. And that's even cooler because he's actually not even – he's a pitcher near the cage. So I like those too. Those are cool.
Yeah. That is awesome. What about West? Do you have this David West?
Hold on. I'll tell you right now. I got my little
You said country, city, states, that kind of stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I do have that David West.
Okay.
He's right here. Oh,
there he is. He has a twin.
I've got David West. I had to stretch this one. This was Jamie Easterly.
Oh, Easterly?
Easterly.
What about Rob Deere? Do you have Rob Deere?
I do in my animal book.
All right. Your animal book, that's so cute.
And I have Bill North, man. Bill North. I just need somebody named South with South.
Yes, you do. We got to find somebody named South. That's a cool one. Did you say you want one with the ivy in the background?
I've got that one already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about the only thing he's good for is those kind of shots. That's about it for him.
Yeah, so he had a promising he came up kind of with some hope, but never panned out.
Did you say catcher's coming with the mask coming off?
Well, that's just that I would just put that in my catcher. That qualifies for catcher binder.
Do you want this one or do you need it?
Yeah, I do need that one. I don't have that one.
So you want ones that with the catchers just in their action shots or something, or anything catcher related?
That's perfect. Yeah, I would need that. I don't have that one either. Yeah, anything in their gear.
Okay. Here's one with I think an umpire in the background. He's creeping behind them.
I don't. Yeah, because I think that's 2010 Upper Deck. I don't have a lot of those.
All right, cool. Man, this is going to go to you instead of some guy on eBay or on Facebook Marketplace. Oh my gosh, dude, this is awesome. I'm like, I got this monster box, dude. I'm gonna pass. You're gonna pass out. You're gonna be like, all right, I'm done, Jason. I'm done. I am done. Did you say them like sliding or anything with a ball in the picture or something? I can't remember.
Let's see what it is.
There's a guy with a ball hitting, like, look like he's getting ready to get hit in the leg.
You know what? I used to. I went away from that. I don't do that one anymore. There's just too many. So many of those. Like, it's like, ugh.
I do not blame you at all. Oh my gosh, dude, this is like great. Nelson Cruz. Oh, here's a catching one. Maybe you might like.
I've got that.
Okay.
I've got that one.
What about this? Oh wow, this is a cool. I never really paid attention. There's a coming home.
I don't have that one.
I guess you need it then.
I need that for my play at the plate.
Play at the plate, baby.
Play at the plate, my man.
Yeah, this is awesome.
See, and one man's junk is another man's treasure.
No, dude, seriously, that's legit. Oh, somebody's joining in. It looks like I'm over here not paying attention. Who's joining in?
Who is it?
Oh, Pfizer Puerto Ricans, players, not people.
I had been setting some aside for you, man.
Victor? What up?
Got you here. How about that guy?
Who is that?
Tyler Danish.
I don't think I have that guy.
Food.
It's a pastry.
I had a bunch that I had set aside for you a long time ago.
Pastry, baby.
You're still doing like the Italian guys, right?
I am, yeah. I haven't even started. I want to get a nice like Italian flag, like for the cover of the binder, and I haven't even started. Dude, I still have boxes of stuff I haven't.
I can't confirm this guy, but Fiorentino.
That's Italian. That's
It's
Italian.
gotta be right.
Yeah, that's Italian.
What about Todd Gurley? Is he Italian?
He might be.
He probably had a little Italian in him at some point.
I'm sure you have this one. Cook.
I do. Dennis Cook. Oh yeah, I have that. Yep.
Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
I even have some in here for you, Jason.
Oh, I should be looking for Puerto Rican players. What am I doing with my life?
I have this box. This is where I keep all my like care package stuff for people.
I know.
That's awesome. Well, I think it's so cool. Like I'm sure we all agree with this. Is like when somebody sends something to somebody else that that you could care less about, but then like I will send him to Puerto Rican players. Like I don't know, and then I'll hear Victor go, I didn't even know this guy even was Puerto Rican. I didn't know this guy even existed. It's like so cool. It's like that's awesome. No, I do not have that one. That's an Upper Deck, like 2007.
Nine. I think it's 2009 Upper Deck.
9. Okay.
Right before they shit the bed.
Yeah, right before. Oh, here's a cool one, dude. Do you have that one?
I do not have that one. Woo!
That's that one. Oh, Clayton! I didn't know I had a Clayton Kershaw on this like junk box. Okay.
How about this one, Jason? This one has 3 players on it.
No, I do not. There's Dice K in there. No, yeah, I don't have that. I do not have that, sir.
Do you have the Hideo Nomo?
Yes, I do. I do have that one. Did you say you do bunting? People bunting or not?
I do bunting. Yeah.
Do you have that one then?
I do not have that one. And it's nice because it's a Tampa Bay Ray, and Ray's cards are kind of tough.
Yeah. Did you say you did something with pointing or something? Or
say again, bud?
Pointing? Like, are they pointing or something?
No pointing. I do.
Okay, I can't remember. I'm like, that's kind of a really weird one. You're like, the ones that just point. It's like, what?
Oh, that's a cool one, man.
I've never seen that one.
Good cage card. That's a good cage card.
I mean, whether you have them or not, I'm probably sending you all these anyway. I don't need them.
It's like, get rid of this shit. Yeah, no, I'm good, man. I don't. Actually, yeah, no, I'm good on that.
All right.
You're still getting like these random Washington guys?
Oh yeah.
Steven Davis is not random, but I mean like
anything Redskins, man. I've got that one, Tom. I got that one.
I just figured for like the big nut shot,
The big crotch shot.
There's one with the ivy in the background. I don't know if you have that.
Ooh, that's awesome. I don't have that one.
This one's cool. I don't know if this guy's any good. Kelvin Harmon.
Oh, that's a cool looking card, though. Yeah, I do everything Redskins, man. Anything that has a Redskins logo on it, I'm all over it.
Here looks like a guy got sniped. He looks like he got sniped. He's like falling down.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one. I don't have that one.
The 2020 ones didn't have the Redskins logo on them.
I know.
So those don't count.
They still haven't come up with a name yet. They still haven't even come up with a name. I'm like,
it's so ridiculous, dude. Oh my gosh! Don't even get me going.
How about Sean Berry?
Oh, I need that one. I don't have that. I have some Sean Berry, but not that one. I'm getting to the point where I have to break up my food binder into like categories, like fruit. It's getting insane.
I had to do that with my wrestling binder. I used to have one wrestling binders, but I've gotten so many cards now. It's like 4 different wrestling binders. I had to put them in alphabetical order.
You put them out.
Aaron Cook.
Oh, I need that. I don't have that one.
All right.
I don't have that one.
Here's some more for Jason.
Yeah, Shun Yamaguchi. Gucci.
He's got he's scored a nice
stash.
That stash is pretty
and Kikuchi.
Cooch.
Yeah, you gotta have those coochies, man. You never can have enough of that.
Dude, what does Luca think when he hears all this stuff? Is he like, oh my god?
He's probably embarrassed all to get out. I'm sure.
Oh, is that a that's a cage card? I don't have that.
Chris Cooley, he was pretty good, right?
Oh, Chris Cooley is a bomb, dude. Yeah, he was awesome.
I don't know if this is a cage card. Maybe you can take a look.
That's not a cage card, man.
Okay. Here's a Brad Baker.
I would take that. Yeah.
Let's see what I have for other people in this box. Since they're not here.
Exactly. You're like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Come on, 15 minutes.
Here, I think he's sliding home.
Yeah. No, I'm good with that one.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, just the Bears, right?
Yeah.
I have some stuff for him, but it's tough to get like a really good Bears care package going. It's a nice Urlacher.
That's a nice Urlacher, man.
There's a rookie cup. Do you have that one, right? I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Yep. I've got all that.
I was gonna say I'll only sell that to you for 150, not even 400. Just for that one. I said I'll just sell that one to you for 150. You don't have to pay 400.
What's your PayPal?
Exactly. Yeah, I'll work right on that. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Hey Victor, imagine putting this set together, dude.
Yeah, I really want to, but it's just gonna be such a headache.
It's like I think
I probably have like 20.
9,000 cards or something like that. It's like I can't. It's insane.
Okay. Oh, I took this already.
Hey, don't overdose, please.
Yeah, don't overdose. Yeah.
Like I think I took this already. Yeah, don't take it again.
Right. Like in Dumb and Dumber, don't you go dine on me to that old lady. Like
this is for Jason right here.
Is there a Japanese name down
there? Checklist.
Yes, I love my checklist, dude. Of course. What up, Dave? What up, Dave? Oh my god! Oh, is this Italian? Saravelli, right?
Actually, he is. I think he's Italian, but he's from Argentina or he's
Venezuela.
Yes, he's like Italian descent, but he's from Venezuela.
So he doesn't count.
No, it counts. It counts. Hey, I'm Italian descent from America. He's Italian descent from Venezuela.
Do you want this or no? Do you need him or no?
For my father's sunset?
No, for the Italian. Do you think you collect Italian guys?
That's Jerry Hairston, right?
Oh, I mean Saravelli. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll take that. Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, you don't need
funny. I have stuff in this box and I don't even know who it's for. It's like, who was I setting this aside for?
Oh yeah, I do father sons too. Yeah, dude.
You need that Jerry Harrison Jr.?
I need that one. Yeah.
Like, this is in here. I don't know who it's for.
Who's that, David? I have no idea.
For some reason, I put it in here.
I'm trying to think who Dave, a Braves fan. Who?
Well, there's a lot of them, but I don't know who would want that card.
What happened to him was what was his name? Oh, Festus. He hasn't been.
I saw him in somebody's comments section recently.
Did you? Because I know he was going through a lot of health issues. Yeah, he hasn't made videos in a couple years.
Well, I have tons of Astros guys. So I always set aside the Astros
to burn.
Just get rid of them.
Yes.
Those we can burn. That's okay. That's okay.
Oh my god.
We all know impact player, right?
Hell yeah.
Josh. Man, dude. I guess you probably have this one.
For him.
Of the Koufax and the Kershaw. That's a nice card, man. David Cone.
Beauty Cone for your food.
Oh, you know what?
Forget food. That's Yankees piece.
I don't have him in my food binder. He's in my stars binder.
I mean, yes, I don't care if you.
I don't.
If you want him on roll.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. But now I'm thinking.
I know you're like, wow.
What binder should he go in? Decisions.
Let's see if anybody knows who this is for.
Is that Vladdy?
You gotta really know your stuff to know who this is for.
Turkoglu. I have no clue.
I have no idea.
It coming for Egg. He likes this guy. I don't know if it's a joke or if he really liked him or what.
That's Egg, man. That's Egg.
And you know, we gotta have some of these for Egg.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. And maybe some Saved by the Bell.
Egg told me those Egg cards from Allen and Ginter are going for crazy money now.
I saw something about that. Dude, the world is upside down.
Like 20 at one point.
Oh my god! And he was sending those out like a drunken sailor.
Yeah, he signed them.
He probably has the corner.
He also likes Junior Seau.
Yeah, Seau. Yep, that's it. That's a cool card, man.
Egg is easy to hook up because he likes a lot of different things.
I do not have that one, Jason. I need that one. The Dan Wilson.
Right.
That's cool. That's cool, man.
Oh my gosh, dude, this is so much fun. I'm losing my mind over here. Oh my gosh. So
yeah, this one, Mike.
I certainly do.
The refractor.
I don't know if I have the refractor version. I actually PC him. I PC Luriano.
That's a really cool card.
That's a great card. I like that guy, man. I like him a lot.
Jose Cruz Jr. plus the catcher.
Yeah, that'd be a good one to have, man. I don't have that one. Actually,
what about this one?
Father and son one. Oh, I definitely don't have that one. I know that. I would need that. Yeah. That was funny. I was at the show today.
Braves in here. I was definitely putting aside Braves to somebody.
I wonder.
Maybe Joey. Don't call my wax junk.
Probably not. He's been here a while. I just recently started watching.
That's right. I probably at the show that I went to today, that quarter box. I was probably the only person to ever pull out the Charles Johnson cards out of those because he's in his catcher here. I was like Craig Worthington.
No. Oh yeah, no. I thought it was Washington. See, I went to a public school. You're like, Jason, come on, man. Don't give me every crappy card you don't want. Oh my gosh. What in the world's that? Oh, that's my.
Are you going to go to the National, man, if they have one?
Probably not.
I was telling Jason earlier today.
It seems like it's going to be such a hassle.
Dude, it's going to be insane. Actually, I don't have that one, Jason. That Cage card. I would need that. Whoa!
I think that one was for Mikey.
I have that one. Yeah. But I was telling Jason earlier, I'm like, I think it's going to be a madhouse there. It's going to be almost like to the point it's not going to be fun because it's going to be so crowded. Or they're going to limit so many people to go in. They're going to have only 100 people can go in at a time. Or I don't know. It's just, it seems to me that it's going to be.
Yeah, it might be best to wait a year.
I think I am. I wish I'd have a couple of big shows a year like that. That would be cool.
They even got some hockey in here.
Who does hockey?
No idea who that guy is. I used to have that card.
You got the Washington?
I do. I just crack up every time I see that card.
I know, it's like crazy looking.
Lines right before that picture was taken.
Look at that guy. Look at this guy. He's not too far better. This guy.
Look at that mustache and glass.
Oh my god! You barely can make out his face. Like it's like just glasses and mustache. That's it.
That's all it is. Oh my god.
Here. What about? I don't know if this will fit into your PC or not, but German Gonzalez.
Nah, that's more language. I haven't gotten there yet. So yeah, no, I'm good.
No, you're not quite there yet.
Not there yet. I know what
about?
What's that?
Francisco?
What's that hunk of meat there? I know.
Yeah, Thomas Lewis.
Like San Francisco. I would need that. I don't have that one.
All right.
I know Vogsy's always trying to get me. He's like, he'll text me. He'll be like, I got another idea for a binder. I'm like, dude, I am so like, I have backlogs of binder stuff. I can't take any more on. I'm like, I can't.
You can't, dude.
I'm like, I can't. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Who is that? What? What in the world, dude?
Leo Castillo.
Oh my gosh, dude. No way.
92 Bowman. What were they thinking? Some of those cards.
Look at that guy's face.
My God, Alex Wright. I totally remember him from WCW.
Oh my God, Alex Wright. Oh,
the German. The Wonderkind.
I think these funny cards were for Broadcast, but he disappeared.
I have that. Yeah, Broadcast hasn't done things in a while, huh? He hasn't done anything.
It's so hard to find the camera this way.
Look at that guy. That's a Bob Lewis card.
Oh my gosh. It sure is.
Bob Lewis card.
Oh my gosh. This is awesome. Here's another bunt over here.
Actually, I have that one. I know I have that one. Yep. It's kind of crazy.
I think this is a cage.
Oh, I need that. Yep, that's a cage.
Oh my god.
I've got.
Yeah, that has a couple purposes. Autographs, name.
That fits many PCs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep, he's in my double name. He's in my double name PC.
Oh my gosh.
You guys remember a guy named Manny Castillo? He used to collect Dennis Martinez. He's been gone for a while. I had a few set aside for him.
Look at this one.
Oh, that's a cool. Oh, dude, those are sick. The medals. Pete Vukovic. He looks like that looks like a. I don't know. It looks like he should be in like some prison somewhere. That's a pretty rough.
What about Sean Barry?
Oh, I need that one, Jace. I need that one. Who is that? Jumping Jack? Who is that? Captain Jack Glasshook? What? I can't read. What does that say?
Is that even a real name?
What is it?
Glasshook?
What is that? Is it Glasshook?
Glasscock.
Yeah, Glasscock. Yeah.
It says Indianapolis on his jersey.
I need
Story
that.
of my life.
I need that. I need that. That's better than Johnny Dixon.
I think that says 06 Ginter.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Oh.
Is that a batting cage? I can't tell.
Don't think so, man. I don't
Okay.
think so. I think it's just the gate behind him.
Right, okay. Did you say you collect the ones where they're like up against the wall?
Yeah, I've got that one, Jason. I have that. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Glass cock.
Gosh, that is epic, dude.
Where would this go?
That would go in my. That actually would go in my probably first and foremost my food or not my animal binder. I mean, fish really aren't animals, but
would you do a Terry pull?
Terry pulls what?
Exactly. Does that make the list or no?
Nah.
No. Okay. What about Doug Fister? What about Doug?
Where would that go?
Yeah. You can do Paul and Fister in the same one, back to back.
Jason, how about this one?
Yeah, I need that. Yeah, Kobayashi, that'd be awesome.
Put it in the pile. Fister.
Okay.
I think about Doug Fister.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not after that, you won't.
I'll put him right next to Pete Lecoq.
Oh my gosh. Do you need this one? Like he's holding on to the bats?
Raffaellino?
Tony Graffinino. I would put him in my Italian PC. I would take that Dean Palmer. That kind of like a quirky ass card.
Yeah.
That's little.
Here's an interesting one. It's like home plate. The catcher's there. The mask is right down there.
And his butt's in the frame too. Look.
Yeah. Do you need that one? You think?
Actually, I've got that. I've got that. I've got that one.
Oh my gosh, dude! Look at this guy.
Lewis, dude.
That's Nolan Ryan's son.
My gosh, dude.
Is that really his son?
Yeah, I got a TTM from him once.
Ah. Vic, they haven't had.
That's Nolan Ryan. Maybe you need that.
White County Center, have they? Like Westchester County Center?
No,
they
they
haven't
haven't
done it. Yeah, no.
It's totally different.
Hardwood.
Who is that? Is that Karl Malone?
Yeah.
Another hardwood leader. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Hardwood. Got to blow my schnozolas.
Now he's thinking that way about every card I show.
I don't know if he needs this one or not though. This is the Gatorade pour here.
Oh, let me see that. Let's see. Who is that? That is
Hunter Pitts.
Oh, I don't have that one, dude. I don't have that.
Now you do.
Oh gosh.
Are you okay over there?
Oh, allergies kicking my ass, dude. It's pine season here, man. So the pine pollen is everywhere. Kicking my butt.
Dude, what's up with this guy? He's just leaning back, grabbing that like, hello, madam.
He's like, yeah.
Just leaning back. He's like,
hey, Puerto Rican.
Howdy, partner. All right. Hey, what up, B-Phil? Oh, my gosh, dude.
Wasn't Diego in here earlier? I know he collected this guy at one point. Will Myers.
Oh, man. Well, I don't know. Is this one of the ones you be doing?
Yeah, because he's on his ass. Because he's falling down.
Right. Anyone where they're like falling down or like right or like
falling down and like any flailing, falling down, you know. Yes, I'm all about that. The comedy.
Right. Oh my gosh, this is like hilarious. This guy Melvin like leaning back and just howdy, ma'am. Remember Blazing Saddles? Some of these youngsters probably can't appreciate a good comedy like that, but oh my gosh, dude.
Did you see that meme? Did you see that meme about something about, you know, if in today's whatever climate of, you know, canceling, if they did
what up, Dave?
you know, Asian titles, if they come
me today?
7-minute long movie.
What happened?
Dave, what's up, man? How you been, dude?
Dude, doing good.
Excellent.
Some rusty cunts earlier, and I had
Yeah.
Oh, you want the one I have?
and then she had a little bit of a
Big hole.
Yeah.
You just need the Pete Lecoq now. That's it.
Well,
The
let's
Pete
follow
Lecoq.
that up with the big
What
O.
about some Chin Mean Wang? You
Oh,
want
yeah,
some Chin
babe.
Mean Wang?
Wait,
What
Jason. Wait, isn't he one of your Japanese players, Jason?
No. I know. Everybody's Asian must be Japanese.
No, I make sure they're Japanese before sending them.
Well, at least there's one. There's somebody out there. I think this is a batting cage one, Mike.
I don't know. I think that's just the Nets, man. I don't
Okay.
think
Oh
that's,
yeah, you're right. You really know your batting cages.
I've studied
what kind
them
of
hard.
binders y'all looking for here? Batting cage cards and what else?
Batting
Mustache?
cage. Dave, you don't know the half
Are
of
you
it.
doing? Did you say you're doing religions? Mormon?
No.
Tommy, you know who would want this one, right?
That would be wouldn't Jonathan would want that. Cuban, right? He's a Marlins guy,
Well,
right?
yeah, I guess. But there's one other guy that would love this.
Dave Archer.
Yep, Dave Archer.
Yeah.
I'm
I have
It
that.
used to be Josh Johnson.
One time, Vogue sent me a care package, and this was on top of the care package. When I opened up, I was literally I was like laughing out hard. I was like, I couldn't. When I saw that one.
What about this one? The helmets in the background.
The helmet. Yeah, I would need that. I don't have that one, even though it's a sucky Red Sox.
For some reason, I have some cheaters in here.
You got to hold on to those bad boys, buddy.
Cheater. Did you say you do animals? What about bird?
What's his name?
Bird?
Yeah, I do Marlon
Marlon
Bird. Yeah, I need that.
Okay.
This guy's good. This new guy, this rookie right here, man. This year when I saw that, I was laughing.
Mendick. Dude, do you all know about that one player and his last name's Death Rage?
No.
There's a guy that's playing baseball. His last name is Death Rage. I am not kidding you.
Holy crap!
I want to get I honestly want him to be so terrible that no one wants his cards because I want to become a Death Rage super collector. Woodson, nice.
Dick Woodson.
Is it Dick Woodson?
Dick Woodson. Yeah, you're getting all the bottom of the barrel tonight, guys.
We are. Do you
Paul
say
Bacco?
Hudson?
I guess this could go to Jason. It's a Reds card.
Oh, Bacco. Paul Bacco. Yeah, that's right. He is. Oh my gosh, dude. Jeff Pollard. Yes. Dude, what about something like this, Mike?
No, I don't. I only do plays at the plate, not at the other bases. I gotta. Yes, I would definitely take that one. Actually, no, you don't. But is that Ben Revere? Is that Ben Revere?
Yes.
I have that.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got that. Dude. Yeah, I'm good.
Is Jason this guy right here?
Yeah, Kikuchi. Yeah, dude. Every guy always gotta have a coochie. Is this do you think this is Mike batting cage or this a fence?
No, it's not a batting cage.
There's like a fence here.
Nice. Oh, what's that one say? Oh yeah, Willie Wood or something. William Wood, Wilbur Wood. I got him through TTM.
Did you?
Yeah, he signed 4 cards. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
wow,
okay.
that's pretty. I've never tried TTM, man. Never.
Yeah.
I've not tried that yet. Dave, what you been up to, man?
What about Sizemore?
Nothing, dude. Working. That's all I do.
Who is that, Tommy?
Grady Sizemore.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
What are you trying to say, man?
So, Mike, I heard you say something about the National earlier. Is she not going to go?
Not this year, man. It's
going to be awesome.
I think it's going to be insane, and
it will be. But yeah, but you know what we do up there? We'll just go sit on the side and bullshit the whole time.
That's true.
Just go out and hang out all night.
That's true. I mean, part of it's true.
In Cleveland, we barely looked at cards. We all just sat there at the table for half the day.
That is true.
And had a good time. But yeah, it's going to be nuts in there, though.
It's going to be nuts, dude. That's the part I'm just like, oh.
But it's also maybe. People may not want to go out because, it's so many people in the same place,
And I don't know what, at the time, like if what Chicago's rules and regulations are, what they're going to, have, if who the hell knows? It's everything's so like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think
I booked my flight the other day, so I'm all in until they tell me I can't go.
I have we have tickets we didn't use last year that I could probably get the plane ticket. It's just that I don't have lodging. What is the lodging? I'll probably sold out. I'm gonna sleep on a subway train. I'll sleep in a subway. On a
yeah, I know. I booked a hotel in December. So
gosh.
Nice.
I'll be like Jerome and sleep in my car.
There you go.
I don't have that one, dude.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have that plate to plate.
You do now.
I ran out.
Cards.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. I always get excited. I'm like, oh, there's a Hispanic player. And then they're like, from every country except Puerto Rico. I'm like, here he is.
How many different Puerto Rican players do you have, man?
I have no idea. Like, I have like 5 or 6 binders.
Wow.
Like, by position.
Wow. That's cool.
Well, there's a lot of like obscure ones. Then you can only have like a handful that were really like superstars.
Sure. Oh, is that a lineage?
Yeah.
Wrigley
Field.
I need that for the Wrigley binder. The Ivy. I don't have that one.
All right.
I'm gonna dig through these cards and find stuff I need to top load.
That's always good, man.
That's good.
Ooh, I don't have that one. I need that. The bunting. Oh, that's cool because it's a Rocky too, and there's not a lot of Rocky ones. That's cool.
Man, this is awesome.
What's the over/under on games Stanton plays this year?
Oh yeah, no kidding.
I think him and Judge will like pull up their abs and do high fives or something. And
did you see Judge fix his teeth?
Games.
Supposedly,
Judge doesn't have the gap anymore.
He doesn't have the gap anymore.
He fixed it.
Oh, that name, man. That gap was Judge. I've got that one, Jason. I've got that. That Ian Baker, whatever.
Yeah, here you go, guys. I just top loaded right here. Hold on, goddammit. Glaber print.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah. That is cool.
A lot of people gave up on him. I think he'll be fine.
I don't need that one, Jason. I'm good. Send that to Matt Fox.
There's a Puerto Rican guy.
Benji Molina.
Benji Molina.
I need a Yachty Molina auto, but this one was way cheaper.
What up, bro?
Bugs.
Guys like this.
I heard that Judge actually did more like yoga this offseason and lifting and stuff.
That's what they say, but we'll see.
Maybe who knows? Maybe they'll be more flexible and they won't get hurt. Who knows? Who knows?
I need him to stay healthy and hit about 50 home runs.
I need that one. Yeah, I need that one, Jay. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
What's up, Bronco? Little song.
Can you guys?
These are like my.
Oh yeah, we can see. I can see. Yeah, you're good.
Puerto Rican
No,
pickups.
hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Victor, what's up?
We can hear
What's
you.
going on, man?
Hey, I'm home now, but I can show you the call now.
The call.
Jason, you this Ichiro?
I do have that one. Yes, sir.
That's Derek Rodriguez.
Oh, is that Tim Lincecum? That Tim Lincecum?
No, Derek
Zombie.
Rodriguez.
Oh, okay. I could not.
Zombie.
I've got that one. Is that Tom Gorzolani?
I'm actually starting Ichiro.
Yeah, I've got that.
Yes. Anything Ichiro, I'm good. I need so. For the most part.
Yeah, you older guys remember this guy, right?
Oh yeah, Jose Vidro. He was a good player.
Yeah, Jose Vidro is great. Yeah, you're right.
Jose Vidro. I remember Jose Vidro.
Yeah, he was definitely a good player.
That's one of my cheap Puerto Rican guys to pick up. You get autos for under $10.
That's good. Remember the Expos, man. Imagine if they never got rid of Pedro and Randy Johnson. Could you imagine that? How good that would like.
There's Pedro, Randy Johnson, Larry Walker,
Rondell.
Was the Lude too? I think maybe.
Yep.
Tim Raines,
Marcus Grissom. Just crazy, dude. Crazy.
Vlad.
Jesus Christmas.
I saw Vlad play against the Mets a few times.
Is that Jung Bong?
Yeah, that's Jung Bong.
Yeah, I need that. I don't have that.
Oh, you don't?
No.
What about this bong? Do you need that bong? No.
I have that. I have the set. I have that whole set. I'm good.
And why not one more bong?
What? No, I'm good on that one too, brother.
He's dying to get rid of those.
Well, you only need really one bong. I mean, come on.
Yes. I've got that.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, you say you like plays at the plate cards?
Yeah, plays the plate. Yep.
I'll show you a cool one I have. Hold on.
People getting wrecked at the plate, man.
Yeah, my Sandy Alomar auto. You're not really
that's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
a gorgeous card, man.
Sorry, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, those catchers cards and those places the plates are just they're fantastic.
I'm back. Sorry.
Hey.
Was shit.
Oh, you sound better. You actually hear you better.
Okay, so Mike, this is what I got.
Yes, sir.
Look at that.
Now, where did you pick that up, man?
I bought it from a guy.
Oh, that's cool. And how come it's like red underneath the NY? Like, what is that?
It's a spring training patch. It's kind of weird.
Okay. All right.
Okay, those are cool. I like those.
That is very cool.
Yeah, look what I got my best friend. My best friend's a Giants fan. Look at this. One sec. Where's that card? Look at the Giants one.
Oh, those are cool, man. Now, do they pack those in blasters? Like, where do those
I
come
have
in?
no idea, to be honest. But I did buy 2 Luis Garcia rookies today. Yep. And then shout out to what's his name? Oh God, who is it? Lou Rock.
Shout out to what?
Lou Rock sent me this little patch I've never seen. It's like Phil Rizzuto. It's really weird. It's interesting.
That's cool.
Scooter.
Oh, so we're showing Yankees now?
You'd probably.
Don't get Victor excited.
Just kidding.
You know, yesterday when I was showing all those wrestling cards, I didn't put them back the right way, so now my wrestling box is like a mess.
Victor, I showed Mike this.
You can't leave him like that, man.
Yeah, it's been bothering me ever since.
Hey, Victor, I showed this to Mike. It's on my news video coming up. Look at that. PSA 8, and I bought this for $70.
That's not working.
Yeah, that's nice. That's one of the Jeter rookies I don't have.
And then look at this. These are all my Yankee slabs. I got this one. This Glaber.
He's coming back this year, man.
I got it myself.
Back season. He's gonna have a good season. I feel it.
Oh yeah, I don't have that guy either.
Coming back.
Aaron Judge, I bought from my friend. And then this Down Batances Dances Pantless.
He's a mess right now.
Yeah. Everybody likes that one.
Oh, did y'all see this I showed the other day?
I don't have that one.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Jason, I need that. I don't have that.
All right. What about this? This is a pretty hilarious one. Like the kid Gary smacked the player in the face.
Oh no, I definitely don't have that one.
Hey,
I want this one.
Hell yeah, that'll go in my at the wall.
Mike.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hey, Mike. I'm sending you a card of a guy with his glove on his head.
Oh, is it Greg Harris?
Maybe I can't remember exactly who.
Or is
But
it?
I was like,
Is
oh my
I think
God,
it's
Mike,
one
I'm
of
gonna
Chuck
check that
Finley?
out.
Maybe I know there's a couple out there. There's a couple.
Oh,
I picked up this card this past week that I never knew existed before. I love finding new Madeline cards that I didn't know existed.
Oh yeah, Topps Pristine. That was a really cool set.
Dude, I never knew that. I never knew that thing existed, dude.
That was like high end back then.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful card.
Like, did you say you do like mustaches or beard cards or something?
No, I don't do that, man.
Okay, I thought.
Yeah.
look at this. So, Victor, I bought this. I don't know if you saw the video. I was helping my friend set up her card store show, and I was like going through people's boxes, and they're like, "Are you going to be at the show tomorrow?" I'm like, "No, I've got to go home, and I got stuff to do." And I saw this triple threads. Look at this. Game used.
Oh yeah, that stuff is nice. I try to get some of that stuff every now and then.
I need that.
That's sick.
Yeah, I need that, Jason.
Hey, Mike, you know I'm sending you some minor league catchers cards, right?
Cool.
From the Knights, my team,
Nice.
who I'm not working for this year.
Sure.
So
The Charlotte Knights.
So I can go to games finally.
What did you do for them, Will? What?
Concessions.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Did you need anything like that?
Nope. I'm good there, Jace.
Jason,
Yankee fans here, right?
Jason, do you have all the?
I think we're all Yankee fans here.
Hero cards where they're
Got Whitey and Yogi?
like chasing whatever.
I'm sorry. What was the question, Will?
Didn't
I'm sorry.
Topps release a chasing something for Ichiro a few years ago?
Oh,
Years ago?
yes. I don't have them all. No, I have a few, but I don't have them all.
It would be so hard to get them all. I was telling
Oh,
Mike,
I know.
the Mickey Mantle home run one's near to impossible.
Yes, you're exactly right.
Oh, I don't have that, Jason. I don't have that.
All right.
How many of us bought cards of this guy? Greg
Dave,
Bird.
who
Oh,
do you-
man.
Dave, I don't know you well.
man.
Who do you collect?
I just holding out hope for
Me?
that guy, man.
Yeah, who do you collect, Dave?
Oh, I collect Mets, Yankees, New York Jets, Knicks.
Yeah,
Rookie
I
cards.
don't like this. Not a
Old
lot of
dudes.
people-
I don't have that one, Jason.
I'll be right back.
You need it though.
Yeah.
Cool, going through my little stack. Pretty sweet. The Babe
Baby.
gallery.
Bat barrel card. I definitely don't have that one. That's cool. You can throw that in the pile.
What is this?
Look
Tribute?
at this one right here. He's like just laying out on the steps.
Cool. That's
Do you
cool.
need that one or want it?
Yeah, I'll definitely put that in my dugout, like my dugout one. That's cool.
Did any of you guys see that CC Sabathia thing on HBO?
No, what
Is
was
it
that?
good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It's just a story about like his life.
I don't have HBO.
Yeah, I'm poor, Victor. I don't have HBO. Not everybody's rich like you.
Mike, you need this one?
Look at
Yeah,
my
you don't have
Yankees
the
binder.
WWE
Look
Network
how
Oh
either?
no,
big
I've
that is.
got that one, Dave. I've got that.
Look at
I've
this.
got that.
This is all Yankees. Mike, I need to go
Oh, my
through this
gosh.
for you one day.
Did you start a new binder, Will?
No, it's all Yankees. All Yankees all the time.
Oh yeah, baby. That's how it should be.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shoot,
Yeah,
it's
I'll
like
drop and see,
I'll
huh?
have to flip through it one day for a video.
All these binders right here.
Holy
All
shit.
Yankees.
All Mets, Yankees.
I was telling Mike.
Oh,
one
I don't
day
have
that
that one.
I work
Do you
at
need
a
it for the
college.
dugout?
Yeah, I need my dugout one. Yeah,
Victor
That's
or
cool.
Dave.
I like
I
those.
work at a college.
Oh yeah, you need
cafeteria,
dugouts too.
and I'm friends with
Forgot about that.
Pete Alonso's younger brother.
You're real cool.
Oh,
I love Pete
that is
Alonso.
cool.
I love that guy. He's so cool. Did you know his grandpa, or their grandpa?
Oh, I don't have that one either.
I think he left Spain or Portugal during like the Spanish Inquisition or something. His name was Peter Conrad Alonso.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's awesome. What? That's cool.
Who's that? That Tory?
Yeah.
Joe Torre, best manager in my
Nice.
opinion in history, and then it goes Tony La Russa.
Oh, let me.
Oh, I need that one. That's sick. That's a cool one. I don't have that one. Yeah, any of those like upper deck. I don't have any of those upper deck. Whatchamacallit, vintage ones.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't have
I
that one
started
either.
an Ichiro.
What else I
I
got?
started
Throw that
an
in.
Ichiro PC the other day, Zombie. I was like, hey, I need PC this guy. I love this guy.
Yeah. I mean, now's the best time. I mean, well, not really now,
Are
but
they done making cards for him?
yeah, they're still making cards for him.
Believe in Gary.
They'll keep making cards for him forever,
Gary.
apparently.
Talk
Gary-
trash.
Dude, I told my friend, make or break year for Gary, or else. Even Cole came out. and
Oh,
said,
yeah,
I
man.
Yeah, those are
Kyle
cool. The whole
better.
set is cool.
I like Kyle better than Gary, to be honest.
Dude,
Who is that?
Gary says this has to
Is
go.
that Josh Reddick?
Ooh, I think. Jason, let me check on that one real quick. I think I have it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Is
It
that
is Josh
young
Reddick.
Josh Reddick? I love Josh
Let me
Reddick.
check. I think
You have
I think
that,
I have
Jason?
that.
I don't have
Okay.
that, Victor. I wish I did. That's the card I'm missing.
I don't even know what this thing is.
Hey, Dave and
Yeah.
Victor, I've never shown this. I've shown it to Mike, but look at that.
Is that the Mick?
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
yeah, that's
Oh, I'm
nice.
good. I'm
Nice.
good on that, Jason. I'm good.
You
Dude,
got
I
it?
found
Okay.
this in a
Yeah,
box
yeah.
at my LCS, and I said, "How much do you want for it?" He's like, $20. Okay, I'm like, hell, freaking yeah, it's amazing.
Yep. All day.
Luca.
And then my friend's grandpa played for the Reds, John Satoris.
You talking to me? Oh, he said, hey, Dad.
Cool. There I go.
Oh, look at this.
Remember this guy,
Victor,
guys?
Hey,
Nick
Mike,
Blackstone.
Look what my friend gave
John
me
Top.
as a birthday gift.
This goes with the earlier theme.
It's the Topps
No.
2020 Mariano.
Yeah.
JB Cox.
From that was a Bowman set, 92.
There's
Yeah.
5 of them. Oh, and
Yeah,
him.
Mike, you remember when I purchased this thing in Cleveland?
Yeah, that was great. Are you okay?
Mike?
Oh, I remember. That's Mariano, right?
Yeah. Picked that up in Cleveland.
Yeah. Yes, I remember that.
Hey, Mike, I was
Yeah.
talking to Boomslang earlier. We found
That's
yet
sweet.
another Jeter rookie in that set he bought.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You get it? You
He's
want
pulled
it?
5.
Don't know.
It's insane.
I don't know how good they might be a little bit stale. They try them first. It's not.
And they
It's not
kill her.
expired. It might be stale. Check it. What about this, Mike? The bat
Roger
barrel.
Maris. I have some really old cards.
No, man. No, I'm good with that. I don't need it.
All right.
Who's
This is
that?
real.
No, but I gotta actually. I'm gonna have to get ready to get off
Who
here.
is that? I can't even read that.
Yeah, it's getting, my eyes are starting to cry.
Yeah, for real. Thanks, Mike.
What do you say, brother?
You said I should try one first.
Yeah, try to
And I gotta
see you like
take
it.
the Chloe out.
I don't know what stale tastes like.
Can I try it? And I'll tell you.
Pretty sure they're flavors.
3 hours, buddy. 3 hours.
Oh my God! Yeah. Yeah. Hey guys, I gotta get off of here, dude. My phone's getting ready to die.
All right.
That sounds good. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
dude, I had a
Thank
good
you.
All
time.
right, guys. Catch you next time.
All right, man. See you
Have a good
guys.
night.
Take care. All right. Bye.
You too.